mogya ne kemu a na se ekroto wo mu a wotene mu a enye yi nti se sebe wo behwe a obi a ne nkwa afiri ne nsam a wawu no se oto honom na okoa ne nsa ana se ne nan no ne obeye ne bia no wotene mu enye yi agi se obubu na wase no na wunya nwuye na mogya ne kakra fa woni padua mu ne de se santi ni kroto wo mu a ne eba ne se wontumi ntene wo nan mu na wontumi nante yi ebesa ya ma waka fam na watena hwiti mu a wona
yes say ma body pains so ma what things are what ya
say on say mogya no na ese firi utiri mu akosi unan ase egu unan ase nti ese mogya no kɔ nompe no so nyina nompe wo body no mu nyina no ese mogya no fam nti se mogya na ntumi amfam yi na ne afam no ye kakra bi ne dodo no so a ye tibia no body ni nyina ba wiwi we ba ye wo ya ohunam nyina ba ye wo ya na no na ye pia mogya no de boost immune system no pia mogya no de kɔ ba bia mogya no ntumi nkɔ nti wani be ba ho so no na ye pia mogya no de akɔ na rheumatism no a ɛha wo no saa emubu yare no na fe ekokora ma watumi anya ahoɔden foforo a wotumi de nante a wo nante no etumi sesa kora obi adi mu adanse yɛ yare ewe yɛ ka wo watumi anya ahoɔden anya nkwan a wo nante no so etumi yɛ fɛfɛfɛfɛfɛfɛ
eti sai ɛne yɛbɛyɛ no yɛnkɔ ya yɛbɛtumi akyerɛ fi na yɛde yɛnsa miamia apiepia mogya no
dabi wo de nsa piepie ni esane sɛ acupressure na nsa yɛ ne nan ye organs ni nyina wo yensa ne ye nan no mpenu e obabi eda enti no e obabi ewo e na wani watoma biribia wo nsa ne mu no e obabi ewo enti se woti fie na se wo ka se wo awo ye sa de no enye yi na mom no se efie no wontumi nya brain fan kwa yarsa bia afutu kakra mde be meti fo nyina ne se e ba ne sa na se weather ne nya sesa te se ne ayi ya wo mu no a wonyusu ya conditions so wo be sore no na ohunam nyina ye nyinyi no se obi a opese onya ahoden wo sa kwan no so na ne wo sori a ese se wo mu onipadua no wo be nante kakra wo be ko wo yenka se tumirika wo se wo mfie na kwa anim na mu ye obi a wo so bebre a wo tumirika bebre a akoma ne ntumi mmoa wo papa e ma wo ntumi ntu sa amerika no nti wo dia wo be ya no se wo sori anopa bomoden se wo be nante wo be ko work wo be nante wo mfikyiri ene wo manta mu kakra ube se ukoba nipadua na hyase se eswete se mfifire ne nya ba pepepa wa do nsa ka unipadua na hu se unipadua no awom eba ne sa no a eti se enwo no a yede agu atua mu agrek enwo no a yede agu galo mu a ada pa no na ode akosi gya ho bo se na fi start se enane na mom no se wan fancy gya ho na se ode kosi nsuo mu ana se bo susu a ade ba chene na ne nyina ka abomu a woyɛ no hwea enye yi wo be bransan watuma nyem ye nipadua saa pepepe na tie nti obi pese onya nkwanya ahoɔden wɔ rheumatism mu a wo sɔre anopa fa exercise ka ho na ɛba ne saa nso a ɛma wo mogya no a ɛte nipadua no mu ɛso te ɛma mogya no so te nti ɛbribia no sɛ wo mogya no so te wɔ nipadua no mu a ɛma nompe no mu wiwo esan sɛ mogya no na fa nompe no so ma emu yɛ free ebiebie mu na sɛ mogya no nkɔ nipadua no mu bebre a na kyerɛ sɛ uno mpeni emu ba bɛyo ba bia mogya nko bia na bɛyo honam nyina bɛyo na wobɛte pace ɛwɔ body ni nyina mu te sɛ nea ya bro pa ma bro na tumi atumi wo
but sɛ okɔ abutre clinical Dr. Patrick Amano ɛde abutre ɛbɛ boawo ama bibia correct okay MCC say dey me questions na santi no closing comment
you nea metumi aka ne sɛ abutre clinic yɛ wade papa wo ayarefo a aba ho a won asua bre pa na won ani da so nyina asane ba abotre clinic a nyame se yanka no kore won munya ahoɔden ne nkwa na enye rheumatism nko a na yeye obi a ne sisi ye ne ya ne spinal cord na chidompe no eye ne ya ontumi enante na ne sisi na chia anase ono ankasa na ma wa sugar te senia ka bi a ne boot ya bu no oba ya so ya yɛde abotre tumi tene dompe no a akoa no anase achia no etumi ma ne tene ma onante yiye obi wo hono mo a obeba no na ne pancreas na sei yɛka sɛ pancreas a ɛyɛ nia insulin ni fam no ɛno na ɛho aba asɛm mogya na akoma ne ntumi pompe mogya ne ma pancreas ni yiye nti ama insulin no entumi function yiye ɛno na abotre clinic ɛyɛ ho adwuma kɛse pa ansa na obi ɔwɔ hypertension wanu madura abre no ye ma waduru ngo pane ye de akupressure no ebe pia mogya no de akoma no ama akoma no tumi afanhye ye na wahoɔden no tumi agina so emema no a wɔn ahoɔden so wɔ fam no a wɔntumi mmɔ adwuma yi a ene bibire na tumi fa saa kwan no so sɛ ɔno ne bɛma bɛwudi ani ɔno ankasa bɛfiri wiase no saafo no kan akoma nto wɔ yɛm ye de akupressure pia mogya no de kɔ obɛma no mu ma mogya bɛma no tumi gyina so dendenden ma ɔde bɔ adwuma papa ma sɛbsɛbe ye de enam kɛseɛ san ka wonam ho wɔ wadidie mu wɔ bra wɔyere ehu sɛ wadwuma no so nipa na ɛfata.
Telephone numbers.
Yen telephone numbers no mienu ye di kan no 0247 904473 0247 904473 ana sɛ obetuma frɛ me wɔ 0244 770486 0244 770486 That numbers mienu we wo frɛ me a e de abotre bɛgye wo so na ene ye kwa akotena se na ya boa se ye beye adwuma boa ayarefo a wonu asua brenti no obi bia a otie ya ne betumi abane na ya ama ne ho atom
se o pese o te dodo na o fra adwa pribia o a living witness o betro de ono o fa so a kokonya freedom. Gone past the hour of 7. Dr. Patrick Amano Efi Abutre Clinic near Tin in Kano. Akoko Abon dwumadi na ye de ebro sesi a machimeka kire se nne ye de pani ba ko e won komotwetwe Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreku e wo fie ha na aseda e na ye de ma specialized drinking water se eboy ma no pe ye de dwumadi na ebro ye Akoko Abon specialized mineral water eno eni supapa abedwa so they say in the color no said you na e purple but in supapa wonim dadada e special ice mineral water and na e ni pa chaw ye wona salt pi ye wona sachet de ho afi ye wo bottle no nketwa adentem ne akese pa adwumadi bia wudi bia na esun edi na ema wanim so ebenyam that so ne was specialized mineral water and also so echi ne was special drinks special drinks you must so 2p your energy drinks, special cola, special apple, special orange and special ginger. Nina no se wotopono woye wotobedin eye edimao nti anopai me kamfo di amount. There also ma sanke bi na enuan nro na wo mu no so no e ma pomodin. No pedudu etu akumasi anom office na e won kransa. 0501 301228 and 0501 301229 and 0545 071387 and no name penning phone numbers are offer or a bit me a joe so now PBA to a cotton would you could do Jimmy DB now so on Saka or Mother Roman and pay here to a woo fee fool. I sorry them came where Jimmy near the surge media bro Jumedian Akoko Abon Uti Akoko Abon Hello 101.5 FM so
Akoko Abon kokruku adie chibia Ghana man betum pon wane gina wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane Akoko Abon ye Jumedi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana man MPP se ye ne wo sunu kokruku a wodi ye chi asuon kam NDC akataman so okata ne maso CPP se ye ne nanan makoko nyina manyuku no PNCC ye kube ane na magani amagashia ne hunu amagawo ho ti Akoko Abon Jumedi wo Hello FM so memenda no pebia no siampa imukosi nonkro Akoko Abon eyegigi
Akoko Abon ye kikim Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreku na no pay ye na hia oye ECOWAS Commissioner Macroeconomic Policy and Economic Research hono di ni juma Me kai say we struck ticket na me papa fee. Oh, ME14 block 2 Ashtown. Na sata na doc Frabuchi ba no abetwem kakra bi ne ehunu kakra bi. Say manyini ene Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreko. E me no ntimi nye pe ba manyini ene no pay me host no. I am most grateful and gratified. Doc, akwaba.
Yeah, right.
Now what to say?
Nyamia da Roma. Now swear.
Adumna.
You are bringing back some good memories.
Nah. O papa no uska.
Nyamia dum.
Na ni so den do.
Too much.
O ma preku. Ai. Sata no. Wa me kana some kakra bi so. May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Na ye da veranda o. Otimi ofinifi ono abaye ho no. Otimi de chacha no boot mi aya na oda hanu ma da. Obi asoro ko de papa dem. Oh, my friend. Anyway, Doc, that is saying.
Nyamia da Roma,
yeah. Me Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreko kakra, but you be the news. Maybe sir, who are you?
Pardon me?
Who is
Kofi Kunadu Apreko? Well,
now, bro, for the when you because a friend of mine,
Bensi Apreko.
I know, bro, for you, no, Benjamin, and I said,
Benjamin.
So you know, I know something small about.
Why are there? Very few people know that. Benjamin Apreko. Yo, me da sepa me.
Now, what my bro for the
yeah, mammy be me qua and a Mrs. I, me kuhu abroad for no be any how would cry ye be other than be also me cry.
That would you say,
I'm the Emmanuel Apreko. That is a Debbie, me for me and me crew, dear.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
You, me that's also wa bomodin na wa my acquaint say Yemraha near me. Crop for me din komo and in the process and see any Ghana for actually komo kakra.
Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreko,
yeah, Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreko, it said the old car, me papa and me mammy in our mufi, Akumada, in the offensive district. Me papa said, you need one school Ibia, formal education, me mammy and Kobe. But no more morning part said the old me papa started out to say Sebia or to an entry, Tino Monanti corn, the Jericho farm, entry, sunny na Enna, Yami Buana, tea. A chino I be butcher, fino supply, Naman Crawford, me mamma so a Kumadani a wono, on the Otna Hakusi said, Yami friend, say, me papa de oba and Kumase Kakra. Omuja ware na minim na misapa ntimi de minyine ye ni nyina minye no na me maame na mini no kese pa ohwe me na onima santefo amamre se wo pa wo fa na hwewo ne sani bi wo ye de enimu se me wo fa nhwe me nti mikra man ko school ntem enam sinsemo e kosu nti Omu, many of me group in our core bay 2 years, crying in school. That come in me, mammy, nam ye queer fool, said ye, Bobby, and ye quiet to self fool. And now, ye she a headmaster na, which radio honor, or no soriano power tumrica debia, na o wacumri caneba. No, she knows another na call uncle school, friend, me, mammy, beside knows you. Still kind of story didn't tell uncle school. Or see a dear chair, Monday, no yam rescue. Me call or see a Joe. Me call and I mean call or more money and I'm a new chair or more. So them send Yamia da Roma, I'm send my dream of Docacra. I mean, Manena, me mammy who was your fiance maybe. Tea, me call school no. If you pull me, mammy crano, she nammy homba. Ye enemy bros no crime, sabi sour. Ninyami di mechi. And I work very hard. Him said, no education, said, no me free deprived tea. But the most important thing will be as a mammy. Any nyamsum. Me mammy a president of the Women Fellowship. Me Methodist. Nyamsemni edition me nuya ne guide me life nina. Kakra. And Rebbe Kraba say, I've heard you from 2 crowd to be a common entrance. Nebuami age, ya, na just a queen, because ye been from 2. Now me coach and boy could be a secondary school, me for a Premper College, me call ya anime.
Nam say I don't blame you. Me who am the buy here, they be this up the jibe. Edeja, they call Chimbo Akodia. Yami Shishaye, and I guide my life. Me call her so. Nay, ye, Nyamsam, any addition. Eventually, I became the president of the Scripture Union.
SU.
And also library prefect. 2 things that I had the most value for. Addition and Nyamsem. And both of them, no, by the time I left secondary school, no, now my reaching the peak of it. As far as SU is concerned, I was a president. As far as Mwesua is concerned, I was the library prefect. So I felt that things were moving for me. Until Owana, BB by on friend essay competition, AFS, American Field Service. Say, a trip for school for you now near Koye essay competition. Why be you or no? Na do kwa America. Inyamia da Roma, Bushman from Akumadai. The team and yes, he had me kwa America. Indimrika kikikia ya Koye. It changed my life. Koye, high school. Nanyame, yes, ye momode. Ya this year wa hane ya pa. I was selling. Na I sell. Na program no, ukwa, yesi, uwiya, was so bo krum. Na bechire program ni design say young people. I guess American policy under President Kennedy no was to let Africans and the rest of the world no adopt the American lifestyle, adopt American values, and the best is to get the younger people to come there. Supposedly, what be omu lifestyle, omu society. So in effect, you become Americanized, and now good views and sentiments for America. Nyamikoi. Miwie ya men kana tenten. We was so bokrum 1 year. Miwie ya. You were a principal no ye baby school no. Your principal no be friend me say. Or a member of the what is this business club be. Chamber of Commerce. Ewo krumu ho. Na every Friday omushia. Inshia no ma for be guest speaker no abekasa wo ho. He will invite me say Friday ban or dem be call the lunch ni bi. Ye kwa ye be mo maka Africa. Ho asem chire Ghana ni Africa. Si ai si level ye nsensem de e bitimi aka chire ahoho ama omati. Na me koi. Because me presentation ye nyame odi machi soso. It was impressive for the people of Mabahon. Now that meeting, no, the foreign students advisor for Oregon State University, no, and it's incredible. By the time when you finish here, I was so impressed with my presentation. I'm a bayer. Now, maybe be set it for me to go to the university. You could say me call SAT and scholastic aptitude test. Ye be how or cross I be. Yamia da Roman na Miss Corner Ewosro. He Omuji me, a scholarship. A program no so quite was so bo crum and son as obesa kwa America waba. Timinyo be ampun kanchiren. Na me, my life, I compare it to be a all running relay. With all running relay, who call part who we are, no be a besum, no so they call.
First leg, second leg, and the ankle.
All my life is been a relay na me running. Me do her unexpectedly. No be a bepajami. Papa peja me call class 1. Papa peja me from Chumbo Akudia. Ye English teacher or befrem so contrary competition. That's one link. Me kudru America. Papa peja me from there. Another link. Scholarship to go to university. Me buy you see internet fee for 1 year. Admission new year crem. Me call family over course a orientation program. Tuni America family kotra about 2-3 weeks and send more free her. Since America be an near manima na wa crew Ghana no see what all baby because you're going to be speaking about crew no. Ti edi chini ko north nyina baby a mehu ye nyina mehu ansa ne yeko. Nti there were linkages. We gyina ho twen me du ho ano ama waje me baton no de me call the next step. Me hu. Nti be bae family nam ne wo motrae no me call wo ho. Am kachem se menya admission ya mam scholarship. I can yema kakra be take it to go back ni ade. Papa na se be ma obi. Ena ya pagya me hu America na me call ye. Tinyame di machi. And I work hard and so. Ni nyankopon di machi a me call ye bachelor's, master's, PhD. Me be school no ni menya 3 away appointment to teach in America.
Another relay.
Yes, another relay I'm running. Na menya in 2 schools. Omu nyina me metra the assistant professor of economics and finance. And I chose one. I went there. I taught for about 2-3 years. I moved to another school. And then finally I moved to University of North Carolina. So that time, ne Ghana ejad them Rollins and Reno. Now, if maybe you live in America like me, maybe having not even understood my own system, it was totally intolerable for me to have a military government. We organized ourselves. We demonstrated every time there was a minister from Ghana or any of the African countries that are any democratic. We come to Washington and demonstrate. So many of my Nipa Yaba Ghana CCR that are playing very active role in our politics. Agitate Inti out of it, na me draw my first book. African Immigrants in the United States, a missing link in Africa's development. Which I say, the military intervention, dictatorship, economic hardship, and some of the best brains that we have. And Kombe Boama Yemana Akosunu, Bibria Gani, and the Minuas at that time now called World Bank, IMF, international organizations, some of the best people that build nations, Inyina wo Minkasa omo ewo hananyade. Very good people, capable, but sometimes not allowed to do their work because of all the interference and the instabilities I enjoy, fear and other things. We needed to liberate ourselves. We free. Only a free person a bit may develop a country. We have to be free to take chances, to work hard, to be motivated. Na yetimia asesa. Ti say book mature eno na ama megina de amewe. That time na Professor Dubois also a professor wo Legon were breaking the culture of silence, and he has been awarded a visiting professorship grant waba US. Ti oba na matro me book na making. Ti wo call Cornell University library no huye me hu ne da in my life.
But what did he do? Because
so I because a career in Africa, whatever history. Na minim obi ani no. Now for never been so gratified. Say me wo hwa no frame me. Frame no so wo hu me book wa kai. Ofi say metimi aboa ama ye change ye pegana no akọ. So I went to Cornell, Ithaca in New York, Kushiano. It didn't come. Me sunuma aggressive or me person me bagana dada. And I was playing very active role in the groups that near Titina they oppose the government. We make contribution and everything. He say fufuwa tonkwe. Na me say no ano. Me ne bekasa I applied for a sabbatical leave from the university for 1 year. And I'm the buy and makaha.
A sabbatical now can I say?
And me buy and me the be starting. Me buy no Yamia abuame. Mami share party mumpanyim for at that time nyante party mumpu. And a kakra. Na props then the Professor Dubois Habaya the center, the fulcrum, because he had broken the culture of silence and therefore became one of the most attractive, popular politicians. He was so inside me buy Nujina airport. He picked me and we never departed from each other until death took him away. We worked like life was coming to an end, day and night. Right way, ma'am. Yewe. So we form a research committee for the party to begin the process. Party constitution, manifesto, selecting name, selected symbol, selected slogan. And I was there in all of this, an active member of the committee. Many others were there. Dr. Amakundu before late, Mr. Apiamenka was there, Dr. Wayosini was there, Mr. Osafo Mafu was there, and maybe a few that I may have forgotten. They should forgive me. Can't go through all the list. These are the ones that come immediately to me. But Juma na near the co-meetings. We were holding the meetings at Mr. Kreku's house. And Nipa people at that time. I'm talking about the mayor. Nana Akufo-Addo, who became president, was actively involved. One of the closest persons to Professor Dubois also. So he and I also built a strong relationship. Juma, we believe in Prof as the best person between leading a party, having broken the culture of silence. He's become popular, he's knowledgeable, he's a humble person. So we felt we all rallied around him. Say, Onona, beat me. Until all of this going on, I had caught the attention of the, and then obviously that time they appointed me as the spokesperson for finance. Nti sebi niame fa mansika ye ho ne de ka ho ne, I was the point person. In Yamia Daroma, with everybody else doing their job, me doing my job, we worked very hard and we brought pressure to bear on the government now. Rawlinson. I mean, I hate nothing more than dictatorship. Maybe I had been raised in an environment, feel it's a freedom and the many innovative, ideas, the courage to experiment, the courage to try, and the daring to make a change.
But Oko Abuchi, now Oko Ofi TKSS, now how many years?
About 18, 19 years.
And now Prof Befa Obisi Airport. Now how many years?
Maybe about 20 something years. I was gone for quite a while.
I see. But the okay, I'm a teen, but point to be over there, Doc, and you're factually correct. Being factually correct, and say you came from a deprived. It's not true. Because
that can be probably.
You see, Papa, I'm resigning you Ashtown. Meku, Swame.
Now you send Papa and him in school. My father did not pay for me to go to class.
No, just say you came from a deprived home because your father was a rich man. That one I know. And you know, Abia, and no, on the other side, but it will be a deprived home, Ubia, Ibiniho. But your father was a rich man. Thank you very much.
Let's take it. If that helps. Me deprived home. I didn't use the word deprived home, but I said me no me mama in a school.
Okay, let's move on. Okay. The person me try me say, what the now Papa Evoro. Now the woman say, Intino. I don't explain why Professor Dubois you were, I think, the main point when the funeral organizations any other
now there's even a lot more to Professor Dubois. We say actually armed robbers by me fee the attack shot my watchman.
Yeah.
We thought it was politically motivated. On by me to me fee a kotna ura hack no so my fee because my place was unsafe. A war on the prof cast and you mean to run the fee. Timmy two cotra prof fee. Somebody said you me want me fee team. I was living my own life. All of a sudden I couldn't even go to my house. And I'm the prof better. And that is where a lot of the bonding took place. So I became perhaps the closest person to him, politically and even a friend.
Who you founding and Amoka as a founder member?
Absolutely.
Of NPP.
And Akufo-Addo, I'm Ura Mokutu for Enyan Baby ko, Anna Auntie I'm sorry with my name. Buzia sister.
Okay.
I'm Mrs. Ame Buzia. Yep. The day and Golden Tulip. The first day, the first meeting of founding members of the party. That is where the first certificates were given.
Mm-hmm.
We were in the company of Mrs. Amabuzia.
Mm-hmm.
That night, we na the asa. Me, Dr. Mwakutufo, and Nana Kufuado. Ye kuni fi enyumre. Ye nyina ye certificates numpu kan ho. Meji media cry ni be 3 years cry or 4 years from her. Yes,
Okay.
founding member, no question about it. But let me also say, just not a founding member is something.
Like I be say, those days, now you said you will see kasa about economy near the Adena. You always felt say they say MPP for I mean what number we in election economic area but as of these days you said until said the first and now as a talking point all radio programs TV programs now kasa about finance is it already economics and finance
Said you might be a word I'm commissioner for microeconomic policy and economic research but maybe see as on last month they see me a my back and back fully
it's not I don't know office way.
No, me were echo as Abuja
now.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For the last 4.5 years, almost 5 years. That's where I've been.
Okay.
And now I was in charge of the 15 member countries, on the issue of macroeconomic policy.
And what you saying? How did that rub on Ghana?
Well, basically, Mejumane said, guided or working with the member states, to improve the economic performance, to find good microeconomic policy stance, progress, because all of this facet, solid economy for West Africa, resilient, robust, progressive economy. We want to reduce poverty and all that. That's one. But we also want to set a single currency. So Mejuma Kesiene said, how do we guide the member countries, to undertake policies to meet what we call the convergence criteria? You share your meet convergence criteria and no the baby quine ama ye nyina ya bedi sika baako.
Nti say well, what do you bury? But what I say na ususu say how did you perform?
Oh, and no dear, say your question and come person will be so be of fear because one I become was comfortable. But let me see, say, and Sana me becon, I'm my minister for regional cooperation and EPAT. In T said you man or so, na me fair the air. But when I went there, what I achieved, we made a lot of progress. One, we were able to go through this process. We selected the currency, we named the currency, we agree on the monetary policy targets that we are meeting, the convergence criteria. We made a lot of progress on that. We selected the type of central bank system. We agreed on the federal system of a central bank for all the member countries. Selected the name, the symbol, everything. We're making a lot of progress. And again, COVID just like I've turned things upside down for all member countries. My success depends on the success of member countries. Okay, so if member countries are making progress, then I am also successful. Except that I don't make policies for member countries. We set the guidelines, we measure their progress. Okay, and the environment, the monetary economic environment will be a detective. But let me say, on balance, we had made a lot of progress. We were very close to meeting our target to set up the currency. And because of COVID, it's been deferred for another 2 years. So if you ask me specific things that we achieved, a lot.
I see.
A lot. And it was also involved in statistics. During my tenure, we received huge funds for research and statistics. Research is very important. Statistics, so that we harmonize our statistics. So that when you are in Ghana, you say, the inflation rate is 15%, and Nigeria 4 year 30%. You can say it with confidence because the basket, we call it the basket of goods, constitute a basis for measuring inflation. The same thing about Nigeria, the same thing about Ghana, the same thing about Cote d'Ivoire, the same thing about all the member countries. So when you say Ghana's inflation rate is 15%, we know what went into it. So we can compare it to Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire is 10. You see the same measures normal there. It is our planning within the community. You have solid basis to plan.
That's not the case now.
My job.
Is it Sana? Because you see a basket is different.
No, it's not different.
Nigeria, they're different.
No.
Oh, I see.
We have harmonized. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, anyway,
last year, we received millions and millions and millions, of which Ghana come to further reinforce and strengthen our capacity. And that is a grant that I led to apply to the World Bank for them to give us that funding. And all the member countries, or at least majority of the member countries, have received that. So we can't compare apples and oranges. When I say inflation rate in Ghana is 10%, the same measure that went into compiling it is the one that is used by Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, all the 15 member countries. And it helped us.
I see. Once ago, now you're MP. Who's the case of offense? No offense enough.
Yes. I was MP for 3 terms. And then 2008, almost all of us who have been there, when we started, as you may recall, nearly 66. In 96, when we went to, after the loss of President Kufuor, we went into opposition. We went 66 against 130 something MDC, and every Ghanaian knows we delivered.
What did you do?
I was the spokesperson for finance. All the issues relating to our finance. And I think most Ghanaians believe that I performed very well.
So do I take it you were good when you were in opposition, but not good when you came to power? Because I say in opposition, you were very vibrant, very active. But immediately you came to power, I said, now firepower.
I don't think so. I achieved perhaps more than many of our ministers. Let me just go through very quickly for you. I don't understand where this may have come from. One, when we came into, before we even took office, let me tell you, when President Kufuor was...
No.
Oh, there. Oh, handsome, beautiful. We na mix kakra. If I tell me, ye ba bemuno, and Ura Kufuor, President Kufuor, we near ye na ansa no be take your office no. Na President George Bush will pre America no. The inauguration be eba. He has not been sworn in here until he put a delegation together to go there. You know who? Me, Kufia Preku, Mr. Kwabena Daku, and the chairman of our party, Mr. Udoi Sykes. No, Kasi Yanko representing. We went there, and that was the beginning of things that may directly related to Miami field. Now I want to start there and then get to my field and tell you what we have achieved or what we achieved. And now, cause we'll catch there, say, assignment miɛnsa a ɛwɔ se yɛyɛ. Baako, yɛkɔhyia congressmen and politicians in the United States and discuss the issue of HEPIC, how Ghana can access the HEPIC funds initiative. Yemiansa nekoi.
Unauthorized Akwabradako
and myself and Yekoi. Or even before the president was sworn in and to represent him at the inauguration, I was there. The president don't make choices without reflection. He knew what it is that I brought to the table. He took me there, and that was not the last. I'll also tell you more. You could share some property. Now, I made this strong case why I was a Ghana in your HEPIC resources. What I actually say, you call IMF. There is a Ghanaian there. A person who chosen as governor of the central bank.
Even before saying swearing in.
Yes. Mr. or Dr. Paul Akwa.
Right.
I went there with and they are all alive. Everyone that I mentioned, Mr. Unauthorized, Mr. Kwabena, myself, we went to the bank, we met that gentleman.
Dr. Paul Akwa.
I spoke to him to assess him.
When in the Kasai?
Of course, he could share. We are alive. As we speak, if he's listening, he knows I'm speaking the truth. Mr. Kwabena was there. Why did Mr. Kufu choose?
Mr. Kufu,
Mr. Kufu, he knew my yeah, and he could buy near the report. Eventually, he selected Dr. Paul Akwa as his governor, and he made tremendous progress. HEPIC follow up with the visit on Ghana. A meeting was held at Akosombo, and the package was done. I play a role in that because at that time, Netsika yede urakofo dibeye edwuma a man yin so meye no na ehun asemode. We were broke as a nation. And I play a role in restoring, getting the resources. I did the first part of it. A role in getting the process started. Second, the same Urako, for now we were in government, called me with Mr. Kwabena and the Ghana ambassador in the United States. Kachre say, yeah, what is a major investment for investment by Omutu Oil, America, Houston, Texas. Akoko. He wants me to make a presentation. The entire was Omuba, Ghana, and the Bay explore oil. My intervention, the presentation, I'm yeah. Mijisa esoni penny out of it, a kahun and a company which was there at that meeting. Obai. So I have made a lot of achievements. Agua, ye buy and ye preno, Africa Growth and Opportunities Act that had been signed by President Bush. He invited all trade ministers to Washington, Nikubi. Ye koye, and wamuchre ye kwanya, ye faso. Mrs. Rosa Whittaker and Newabeware Bishop Duncan Williams. No one of the senior members in that, a few honamnenayadam for Abeduha, or guide how to go through the Agua process. Agua no, a country near Mount Agua, what they call visa now. Ubetimia I export to everything our person they call America. There's no restriction on the quantity. And there is no payment for tariff, sending no taxes. Payments are tariff will be trial for exporting your goods. That's the greatest stimulus package that they could ever have given us. I went to that meeting. I worked with President Kufuor's leadership. We were the first West Africa country under my leadership directly to get
President Kufuor am I minister, baby?
Minister for Trade and Industry.
Trade and Industry.
Yes. Enna Inyaye. Talk about other initiatives. The school feeding program. When I became Minister for Regional Integration and NEPAD, that is a NEPAD program. Again, I worked closely with Mr. Kufuor, President Kufuor, and we were one of the first countries, that initiative. I opened the first NEPAD school feeding program here in Greater Accra and went on to build a solid foundation with it. We started out with 400,000 feeding program. Today we feed 6 million. And I'm proud that I was very instrumental. When I attended that meeting at US, Mrs. Grace Coleman, the late Coleman, were you close to the ambassador of Holland. And the ambassador saw me in opposition and was impressed with me, or liked me, let me say. Told Mrs. Grace Coleman, so pursue home. And I'm na yanina mua onu na ma the first grant yamfanye school feeding program. Your friend in NEPAD school feeding program, go and check the records. Later, you president can say, then Ghana did to so near the NEPAD. And now we change it, and yet NEPAD, Ghana school feeding program. So that is there. Go and look at what I did with the what is it? Forgetting the word that I was going to. But
the man, I need to say, be sure, so we economist, but what party about President Kufuor 8 years, Nana 6 years. If you had who say, finance or economic ministry.
Well, there are things that you don't necessarily say publicly. But we'll keep whatever apprehension you want. But Ura Kufuor there, Mamana Bem. And it has nothing to do with Sebio.
Look, I remember say, I brought a party winning election from 2016. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been doing something that I've been very pleased to do. I just told you I was offered the commissioner.
Why am I was offered a commissioner? And I said, by application, did you apply? And I said, Ghana and
well, you apply. That is a very sensitive issue. And the other time, maybe when I answered it, some people may not have been happy. But I'll take you the process.
You
na wow. Omo advertise we say term no obi a ukoye commissioner na 4 years. Esoa na ya advertise position supposed to be advertised about Bosumi Biunu ECOWAS Krobiem, because there are 15 positions at the time of Memekoyan and almost Saniam. Now we are if you will almost Saniam 15 Krobia Nipa Yimuba and Wabea commissioner. Inti Eduha no more advertise Ghana Nibia and Paho Sebu so Wabruchu or dear you Ghanania ultimately apply. You apply to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Now, Foreign Affairs, as so, ni pamiensa. Near the Akoko ECOWAS. ECOWAS near the choir, the court. The woody president were ECOWAS, no one a chairman, near the Akoni crew. Now, almost so, I organize a panel of people to interview us. Satama me ne Togo and president of ECOWAS, chairman of ECOWAS. Nti ye interview no miensa. Me ko interview no na enipa mienu na kame ho ifi Ghana ye de ko interview no. The two of them were all from Ministry of Foreign Finance. Akon had PhD just like I had, and the other also was economist and Yakoi. and you interview and me. When they finished the interview, the results was out there. Now I'm not going to sit here and brag, but I think I may have had the highest results of anybody, not just the Ghana delegation. ECOWAS no won percentage also I yes have Ryan foul. It is not only Sebi Ukrum Kranebia, Unipa Miensana Muba Ghana no na the best, but so na the best grand way meeti ECOWAS pointer, I think 70% or so where foul. And I'm proud to say, not arrogant, that I may have received the highest score that year.
Which was?
I can't say that.
But we a leading figure, founding member of MPP. Only President Akufo-Addo, you worked very closely. But if he said Obabetna Akunya, so from 2016, you've been absent from his government. Are there any special reason?
Well, I can't say I've been his campaign manager. 2008, I was his campaign manager. I'm sure so, sir.
Yeah, okay.
2012, I was in charge of his security.
Yeah,
campaign security throughout the country. Me the entire me minister. And no, they all know him. So no na appoint here. Or no, so I'm from me and Kase Kofi. Why you say and now why you say Tina Mima. As somehow I can't tell me no. I don't think I want to discuss it publicly. But whatever be the case, we are still friends.
What did that say done for?
Oh yeah.
Do you feel? Are you bitter in any way? Say with all your experience and knowledge and wisdom, on tap, I say.
Let me tell you, one of the last times I oba Bujano. I think this one here will Niger and will be said. There be oba me some Ghana, me some no. Sorry, madam, because she an airport, me escort to the hotel. Na yedin komo kakra. Na my brief no meeting a year be no. And near ma, I was say ebia sebio who pay attention. I'm not saying say in crop for no in brief no. He has very good people, honest. We are very competent. More in the office because briefing you know na but it's my job to tell him issues me feel say beba meeting ya say position be me recommend to say be or befe so until one of these meeting will be something me what to say and na me ka o me ho ye don't know if I should go into it.
Oh, nice.
And
also besides, I was what to say.
Oh, obviously. Say, maybe son or sooner. Now, he didn't come on, I'm so. But in your fear, meba, I will wish to come home. I want to be part of the way. Was so happy. Obey. And so, nothing really came out of it. So, it's not me. I just want to clear it from your mind. Say, me no na mempe se meye adwuma wo media had made it clear to him say meba even though say bi adwuma meye ne eye pa but I felt say me no
is it not
the first person that I met in the politics of this country?
But is it not too late in the day now say because say me shower say when your campaign abesha say aton so be president me shower ni wana
ene nyame na ka kire wo pa ene my quiet it's na me campaign.
Well, campaign,
yes,
but so I tried 3 times.
Oh, and the emfa na Mr. Nana president no try how many times? There are so many places in the world nya you krum hankwa bibia ye nyame di no say there is time for everything. There's time, the season for everything. Even time to laugh, time to cry, time to win, time to lose. So me, I'm not deterred.
But say Caso be the president. Na say Oton Emma party for now party for June now be party no flag bearer. Over campaign on the achievement of party.
Yes.
And now Odia NT still, you need President Akufo to say, the oye na abeka. Internet. So let's go na kofa na danfo mo.
Oh, yeah, that's
go deep in danfo no.
That's so I'm a foot you, Papa. But any problem.
It is a what here for moi. How are you liked? Say and also to say I'm for a party.
Well,
say
I think it's the main contract one is I think Emrai Jinami Yepe Ubia were dedicated, committed to the party. Or ye party but true do. Or ye party but true do. True do. Unim what went into the forming of this party. Unim what has sustained this party. Unim what the party Ijina Homa. What we want. Because we're going to a very difficult time. Your country everything that can go wrong seem to want to go wrong. I didn't say has gone. We seem to want to go
as will
be able interpret anything Amaka. And now the Tosubu will be our war experience in dealing with the issues as I told you, I've had a lot of experience. When Croatia, rebuild the country, they were looking for economists, engineers, planners to go to Croatia to rebuild the country. Just like Prof. Frame, catch them here, the delegation in Croatia to rebuild the country. We need economists, we need engineers, we need this, we need this. I think from what I have learned about you, you could be one of those to join. I went to Croatia for almost 2 years. I worked there and I gained experience, me key contribution. And no, South Africa for better yaba, or frame again.
Dr. Kofi Annan.
Yes, Seminko South Africa to lead one of the groups. I yanko prepare how I said you electoral manifesto because the blacks have been disenfranchised for so long. I went there, spent 8 months in South Africa. I worked with them. Mr. Kojochi Kata, no Abaho. And he became my friend. No one who leaded some mission, I think from the Commonwealth or something. For that meeting, or no, one of the meetings that were holding, I worked very hard and made positive contribution to rebuild. Today, our economy is in crisis. The experience of Menyano, and no betimi aboami, I'm here help to rebuild. I know the president is consulting with the IMF. I'm sure we will find solution to begin to put the economy back. But it has to be continued, whatever.
Okay, politicians number. We've already spent a lot, but finally, what was is here now? Afro say, Dr. Kofi Kunadu Apreku, be finance minister.
Why would you want to tempt me like this?
I just want to do my job because
that's your job to tell anybody.
No, just to ask questions because every now and then people are asking, say, oh, when I say your economy, not the percent can you spend more time on the economy, but we need time on the pay. Next appointment, will you take such an appointment against the backdrop that you want to kickstart your campaign?
Now maybe can you say the host Apreku is
now
I don't want anybody to misinterpret it. I have always served this country.
And you're always
and
ready
I've been
to.
very faithful to this party. Let me just give you one example and Sanoyako. Time where you caught to Aba in Sunway 98 no. Ye to abani wie no. Ye beto aba kasa bebree bai. Because ye nyai to. Ebisi ye nyai me kufia preku. Ye to abani wie ya man ni first, man ni second, man ni first or second, me di third. Now that time, President Kufuor was number 1. Nana Akufo-Addo, president now, no. Number 2, Apreku was number 3. Ye beko akasakasa ba say yem boycott to election usunyan. I stood up and said, me de men boycott. Yen timim prepare to we have fought Rollins so we detect our we ya ba ye kotono yen rube bia no mpo ye dia. What will be the image Ghanaians will form about us? What would Ghanaians think? Say ye party me we are abem inti ya boycott. Timi de men kubi. Man ye and eventually no ye nyina ye koto aban. Ye to abani wie ye now so resource. Everybody that was involved in the election drove away. Even though ni announced to say adia chia ye beye asori adenyamia say I am the only person who jina bia okota President Kufuor.
So you are talking about commitment.
Commitment. Total loyalty to this party.
All right.
Let me just continue for a second. Ye no me car me de kusunya me de ma me driver ne me bodyguard so omon drive umra. I sat in President Kufuor's car to give him comfort and to encourage him to fight on.
Solidarity.
Na ye de ba Kumasi. We are alive. I stay in Kumasi with him for about 3-4 days and send ye drive back. That's commitment to the party. I have not always had what I wanted in the party. You yourself was asking, I didn't know your finance minister. There are issues that there be our own power, dirty linens and carbon thing. Commit me a kebi. Why I was not made finance minister?
Why?
But it's not necessary.
Okay.
I am happy and I respect President Kufuor and I'm grateful for what he gave me.
Did you feel bitter?
No bitterness.
We are bitter. When the President Kufuor ended so
excellent relation. Don't you remember? Said me say Ansana or Yebe Akoko Abemono. He sent me as part of the delegation.
That was then. Now we nyamba abem, no nyanswe.
No swear no mommy post a be be in a walk can be a cause of bitterness between. Baby be coho.
Normal me no na mesua efi ene nkonwe we need kind say. Ukwa abuchin tempa. Say no ntina ya na uka tomero no. Intina monti ase. Mo ya kumara tomero. It is abuchin okontem. And at the toss me you say President Kufuor the first. And Nana Akufo-Addo the second. And we the third. The President Kufuor be the president. 1. Na second na be the president. The author also third. Ne do no so sound of person. Dr. Kofi Fredo Apreku.
Watch Rama.
Me da CP. I don't know anyone that.
Okay. You see that.
Okay. Eti Dr. Kofi Fredo Apreku. And I attend in Kano. Maybe a chemna or ye. Trade minister and Okoye Leopard any regional integration semi corrector. They say with Abuja Naba. A brother do say friends say combatants no or ebejo machinye na no pay. The Honorable Kennedy Kwesi Kankam KKK MCA asokore mampon say odi MP na no hoche no. The bia no slim say so Kwesi Kankam are fine. Say Parliament no yeah okay. Solomon Anane a member of NDC communication team. Then Dr. Smart Sapon 3 days ago na in birthday. Belated wishes to you, Dr. Smart Sapon. Then Ra and so say Mike Nsia as birthday chief belated one to you. May turn it me ba and come on e animal.
It's all under yoga. A nourishing snack. Check. Vitality. Check. Taste. Check. Vitamins, calcium. Check. It's all under yoga. It's all under yoga. Hollandia yogurt.
Enjoy a nourishing boost of vitality with Hollandia yogurt. Available in strawberry and plain sweetened, fortified with vitamin A, B2, B12, and a source of calcium. Grab a pack of nourishment and level up. This advert is FDA approved.
Akoko Abon kukuruku adie chibia. Ghana mai betu pon ne gina wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane. Akoko Abon ye dwumadi amanyuku ahodo ne gina so da won da ye so a wodi makana mai. MPP se ye ne wo sunu kukuruku a wodi ye chi asuo nkam. NDC akataman so okata ne maso. CPP se ye ne nanan makoko nyina manyuku no. PNCC ye kube ane na magani amagashia ni hunu amagawo ho. Ti Akoko Abon dwumadi wo Hello FM so. Memenda no pebia. No siampa imukosi nonkro. Akoko Abon eyegigi.
Akoko Abon yekikim Hello 101.5 FM 0265 170336 0265170336 abusua eho ena no pe so betimi de won kra afa na ye nyina ya kenkan Brazulu
aja
let us say
yami adom me ho ye na oso
adom na
de yami as
na say mo mpani fo nyina okumase
ai obiawa
ha o nyina wa ha obia no me
manya che say national chairman mso san ko kaka ya pe yawa
o ye de wa
mama fa kwanya esronchia wo na menchia etiefo a na pa yo magibre etie Hello FM yende simpani fo na say de mekan no ye national chairman for some pofu o kroma na pa emichia no ye general secretary said nketia o kroma emre chikroba adwabe atini bedi nkita ho na ye ne jesem regional chairman Augustus Sandus chairman awon fe chairman Abrantie chairman awobo adwuma anakwasi onso na pa emichia no any party for na anapai o majebre se tiefo nyina bekaya say amanyosem ntutue no adruso na NDC yaso mpempre ni I wanna say yeah membership drive Ghana for any obo opepa no say omobedom amanyuko no dani da Ken onamwa wan see ebusaw so re pe membership card you begin wo hin so you register wo party ka say ntwe nam sa fe na party na bi kwa say obia opese ode no ho bedom amanyuko no na onya good standing na obama pa no obeba abetwende nti ya party mpanifo nya abasante wantama say Oma bebo ye chidom normal can regional executives constituency executives ho ayi na ye di sa adwumaso no woma cha ye negoso me Ken me no ka say penifo e call menhia south ehwe abano so no e ka mo ti me no fia pepa me call menhia south akohwe obadwabe deputy secretary Dr. Otukuno ono Wajabe. In fact, Dijumaso. Yes, your team is headed by Honorable Vice-Free Anka, Mr. Papano, and Yamia Manu, Adrenaline Yasapa, Ma Bibia Kosunti, Ken, Ubusamia. Mefa Konyan Chaka, so Bibia Sabri, or War Pepano. Say, Obedom, Amanyukuru Noboa. Na, a honche, a wonye here, a Benedi, a com. Brow, my Ghana bre, Nendisi Beji. One free sao, how do you know? Ken Ebreno and in there.
Talking about here, how the CD is doing. You see, Bank of Ghana increased policy rate to 22%. Any home normal baby, and also what to say. You can say PURC, tariffs adjustments. And other issues, but tinin komo maybe komo bi o menhia sisia nti wo de yen kasa
Ken machi Ken say won say I am dey say ka say enkomo we ye disa na I am say ye dia ma fatigue e ya bam to say I ubusa the ordinary person along the street say Ghana ye how ema you see no de bia ejira bebe ejira be sure say obanya bi aka. And the ma ye young koda and ye tea and penny for catcher say the structure of our economy isn't right. Now the economy overly dependent on importation. The economy ain't may withstand any international shocks. And that is the economy ye di hujuma and recently. And so we have had successive governments. So may try say the battery and well free that gorgeous big economy. So that was a canon. Now ya pay means Yankasa, ye be eat what we grow and grow what we eat. Ye be dria ni ayedi, na yedi ni ayedria. Na empo say ye beto bibia, ye beto di ayen organa ha. na yɛtumi ama yɛn ho aso yɛn ho na ebi ka ɛkɔtɔn no amanɔne na yɛnya amanɔne sika aba ɔman mu ɛno pɛ wotie obiara ɔkasa ɛno pɛ ɛna ebetumi ama yɛsidi no ɛnya ahoɔden ɛnkosi sɛ yɛbɛdua nea yɛbɛdi ɛnkosi sɛ nneɛma nketenkete yɛnya no wɔ ɔman mu ha yɛankasa yɛbɛyɛ na yɛyɛ ne ani agye ho na yɛni agye Ghana nneɛma ho na biribi biara yɛnkɔ kramfi aburokyie no sɛ yɛndu saa mpɛmpɛnsoɔ no a sidi na ahoɔden no da biara yɛbɛkɔ abɛka no sɛnea yɛka ne yɛ
okay because I been nkɔmmɔ kakra bi wɔ manhyia ma me nkɔnkɔdi wie na meba Mr. Solomon na ne ahyɛ ase o lay the foundation for the nkɔmmɔ baafoɔ kwamkusi ankɔbi ahene manhyia baafoɔ makyia no pɛn
ya
baafoɔ yɛ ho yɛ na ho te sɛ
oh na me adom nso me ho yɛ pa
de nyame ase no ada agye ne sɛ wo ho so yɛ na we de wɔkɔ yɛ ho video bi a etwa gu ɛwɔ mmɔnten so na ne ti atwa mu ane sɛ ɛno a ɛsɛ nananom ayɛmfuhyia ɛwɔ manhyia ɛna mu twa dwan na ahwɛ video na odwan na mu twa no so mo bɔ me bra ba ko din wɔ odike kwasi ade odike ɛna me sɛ ne anɔpɛ yaba na sɛ ehu na sɛ wo yankɔ bi ahene de ne yɛmra ne yɛmusa sɛ deɛ na ɛkɔ so
yo edika ma mentia motifo nyina na nka sɛ muhu bibi saa nokorɛ bɛ nane nansa ɛna yɛ ne nya ne nse sɛ kwasi ade odike akɔtena radio so sabi ama na no atia manhyia onya manhyia kasetia nti nananom hyia so enra ema yeye ho nhyiamu ehwedwena ho sɛ de na wɔte yeye ti nananom adwene kosi ya ne sɛ ɔte edi nkan na no asama ɔka yɛ mususɛm a ɛwɔ mu no edi nkan twedwan ɛde brɛ mususɛm a ɛwɔ mu nase ansa kora na sɛ yɛbɛto yɛn nsa afrɛ no a afrɛ yɛn nsa afrɛ no nti sɛ muhu bibi saa na yɛ saa na natie
really wada mo sɛ nkɛn hawa ɛde apotin na odike kan ya nananom esusu sɛ asɛ wagu nananom ho fi no
odike enema bi a wɔka no sɛ galamsey kɔso wɔ asantemam na sɛ wopɛsɛ wode to otumfo anim sɛ bi a sɛbi ɔne wɔ hene kɛseɛ nti ɔmfa na no ntum na nkɔfɔm a na saa kwan no na ɛfa so a yɛkasa sɛ wokasa na sɛbi wokasa tia santehene sɛbi me santehene kwa mentumi nkasa wokasa tia me mafoɔ yi nti sɛ santehene yɛ wɔ hene kɛseɛ a ɔsombo ma asanteman nti yɛntumi mmie ya no nka nsɛm mfa no ho saa ɛwɔ abɔnten a na sɛ ntra radio so nkasa mfa no ho saa na sɛ wobie wa no aka sɛ an nneɛma a yɛkɔ so wɔ man mu nim ho bi yɛkɔ so asantema mu nim ho bi na wɔbɛkɔ na opoku ala ekɔsɛ na ogya hɔ maa no sɛ wɔso wote kɔkɔɔ so a yɛkyɛ sɛ nsɛm no sɛbi ntumi nyinaa fidie so ma me nso me nsa nkeka saa nsɛm a wɔkeka yɛ no ɛnyɛ nsɛm a sɛbi santema awura yɛkafa ne ho ɛsɛ santehene yɛ ade kɛseɛ a sombo ma santeman nti na wotumi mbɛtena fidie so nkasa saa nsɛm wei mfa ne ho saa nneɛma na wɔkeka yɛ no menim sɛ moanya bi atie di a sɛ wontie bi so di a ɛdeɛ mo pɛ bi tie ɛnyɛ nsɛm a wɔsɛ kafa santeman
enti saa dwan a yɛtwa agu ne tisi na ɛkyerɛ sɛ na ɛno no ɛde asɛm no ba wie ya na
sɛdeɛ mede nka no ɔka sɛ dwan no yɛntwa ngo ne tiri so o yɛtwa dwan no de abrɛ ne mu sistem ɔka yɛ asɛ
okay
ɔka yi koduru bere bi sɛ wɔbɛboaboa mmeranteɛ no ɛde wɔn aba manhyia kyɛ sɛ obi nim deɛ ɔpɛ sɛ wɔyɛ sɛ santehene na yɛboa ne mmeranteɛ no ɛde aba ne so sɛ deɛ na ɔpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ yɛnim mu sistem a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔde ba santemɛ ti mu sistem a ɔde na no ka yɛ no na yɛtwa dwan no de brɛ no asɛ ɛno ano brɛ nanam kɔtena ase no na wia wɔ mu paa yɛtena ase sɛ yɛsɛ ase aka nsɛm wɔ ya nsuo ɛhyɛ ase mu na yɛ nsuo sɛ ase tɔɔyɛ ɛkyɛ sɛ asɛm no ɛyɛ asɛm a ɛsoma yɛ paa na wɔsɛ yɛtumi brɛ n'aseɛ ansa na sɛ yɛbɛtua
moyɛ saa amammerɛ no wie ya ne nsuo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛtɔ
nsuo no yɛkasa wie a yɛsɛ bɛyɛ amammerɛ na ne nsuo no hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛtɔ na kyɛ sɛ yɛde atɔ nsuo no atɔ abrɛ bususɛm a wɔde n'ano ka na sɛ wɔno wɔbɛyɛ biribi tia santehene no ɛwɔ sɛ brɛ n'aseɛ yɛbrɛ n'ase wie yɛ no na afei ne yɛbɛto yɛn nsa afrɛ no nti ɔno koraa yɛnyam to yɛn nsa afrɛ no koraa afei ne yɛbɛto yɛn nsa yɛde kɔsi ne kurom hene so ɔno ama yɛhunu sɛ ofrɛ no makasɛ na ne kurom hene de di nka de ntire gye akyɛma ɛnti no sɛ ba sɛ ne ti kora ɔbɛto wa ama santeman nti ni tino de beto ama santimanya beto en safre no aba betre na de ko nti obeso di to
Ti mo be frɛ adwumakase kɛse kene.
ya de besi ni so won abɔ na busu panyina ma ne sɛ yɛ odiki nti won fa ne mlɛ
Ɛno bɛyɛ da bɛyɛ no.
asam na ɔka no ɛka ɔkafa asanteman nyinaa ho nti no sabi yewura otu kwan no de santeman ja na amampɔ hene ɛna ɔde kumase ja abantema hene nti ɛno ade no kumasefo ɛna yɛsɔ ano ti afɛ ne yɛbɔ na amampɔ hene amaneɛ na wapɛ mre pa asanteman so ɔsi hyia na yɛde hyia wo
Ti sɛ da sebrɛ ɛhyɛ da na afei deɛ okay. Baafo ebe da asia no pay.
Yo, nso de ma.
Baafo kwam kusi ɛyɛ ankɔbia hene ɛwɔ manhyia. Ɔno ɛna yɛte ne nkɔmɔ a ɔno yɛtwetwe yɛn ase. Mo a monya video ni bi no msɛ mo ahwɛ. Kyerɛ deɛ kwasi ade odi keka yɛ no na enye ti wɔn kyerɛ sɛ asɛm no ɛna wɔn di ka bra asɛm no ase ɛwɔ manhyia. Na ɛbrɛ mu no ne kurom hene adwumakase kɛse hene beto mo sa frɛ no mo de odika abusua pani ne de odiki na ankasa aba na ade crop so yɛ no odiki pɛ sɛ obe soa mrantie amoma komensia. Okay, chief one o to awa asɛm na so but now we be pɛ sɛ tifiri hoti yate odiki so obe soa mrantie akomensia akɔ se demonstration say
can be your chair odiki be mami mo
David they all kind of there
ke mami mo na me say
me na make ono mobilize branch ama omo akɔ rebel e wo mensia
sa dabi e bia aka no ho mama de omo no sem akɔ dan
odiki ya santini onim sɛ dia sɛ wo pɛsɛ wa asɛm wo hona
ba che fa me go tumu na
de sa de ni ku me
my fa me go ka hona mpa che wala ala pay ba me ka ma se ba me ko
to aso e
anti ken de na me ka ko sia na sɛ ya nyina ye nim en komo wo ye die fiti ye mo fa sɛ me kan dia tie mpan fo ka the structure of our economy sɛ ya nya ya adwene sɛ be change structure no na da bia ye be addressing the true cosmetic effects are ken aha ne ba bedu and I'm thinking say emra sidi no akosro na ye de ye raise policy rate and na wo hwe policy rate ye page mu a timopo e won penifo timo ane say bosia bo be ye din bosia bo ye din a de o mu ane say nipa bebre engitwi enko bank enko bobosia esan say sika bebre woni pensem a ana inflation no ekoso because when more money is chasing fewer goods price of goods and services koso nti ye raise policy rate no na ekoso na nipa bebre nyakonya no enko bobosia na se sika kakra bi ne beba timamfo ne nsem na sika kakra bi ba timamfo nsem a one fewer money is chasing more goods goods mo be bafom and by so doing no ye be address inflation. Ghana ye uses our method over the years bisine and a chese enye workable into which you have innovative ways or say nya kwan foforo bi a kinedred ye be ye sikasem na sikasem na ye mentwi etiefo adwene nkwa achi bebra o man painted that don mani mama kana be kan se bi chewa sekin ko batina kan dey say Nigeria for say ye de omo ka gas ya de what ye Ghana gas pipeline ya tum na nyama hoden kwa ache wo man Ghana o man painted as da bi ye den no makonkro Ghana ye wo oye field na so de bia ye quality mamu na ekoto gas se e be ko bobusia ye mfa busia no enye factory yen kasa omakonkro Ghana ye benya ye gas nti se wo hwe kane no sika twitwiri dia na ye peja de ko alatamamu koto gas na enei Ghana gas wo Ghana ha impossible tua wo mo kan say Ghanaian company ni edisi betu o mo ka in a way ebeboa nti se no behwe a se kane wo kane agina so na ye ndum no na de bia ye nya fango a ye gas ade power kane na wa kai say o man panyin bi betra akonwa so a ne fe no man panyin John Dramani Mahama oh yeah trouble gas and na nei ye nya gas 24/7 throughout the year if you Musa ba say as far back as 2016 o man konkro Ghana ye kra shitire nkwa over $200 million United States dollars from a German. So that's how your money who crash it in $200 million. The next effect is say, Sika ubenya biano, ube convert it, the aqua German so akofa. A bassa, and ma we said no, wording. Day we said, fine. Mumayenfa of some modern company. I found a Commander Sugar Factory, Emra. And that would have solved this huge deficit. Always importing close to $200 million worth of sugar. How we buy? What did we see? For political expediency, Jai Commander Sugar Factory say, "Insiwanem pro nentity." Now, very shamefully, after being 5 years and over, they are telling us, say, "You revamp company no, I'm a company begging waste of everybody's time." Abra, anka 8, 5, 6 years down the lane, company ni nei, anka mayor sure say, ya wawadie, said ye, a trouble gas, ya wadia no. And again, media ubusa raising policy rates to 22%. And this cosmetic kind of say solutions. As a mind, it is not helping. Rather, a healthy economy anymore. Now, Busiambo Ebekosoro, the medium and small scale companies, Kombeko banks, Akope Sikakakra, Yabeka Mogetire home, and the actual Mojuma Koso, local indigenous companies. Now, yet me a produce. Na yabwa atono Ghana no. After what is going to happen is say, omba benya what is called expensive credit. Sika abusi omukobo no, ni bo be yeden. Nti niema omba be produce no, ni bo be yeden. Na ye wo liberal market of Ghana ha. Nti competition ye high. Say who produce the same thing at a higher cost. Na a foreigner obi wa broche. No onya cheap credit. No so produce the same thing at a cheaper cost. Obi ko fast hard corner di fabroche ba. Na se bi o Ghana ha na de afia boche ba ne bo elfu chen de wo Ghana ha de bia ne nipa ne beti kwan akofa bi abroche e de aba o kofa de aba no o kwa abochefo ne ndi cities o mo di dollars into on science city no a mo de call dollars mu o de tu kwan ko e ko ba no na still pressure in the city keeps on mounting again say these SMEs ain't me I expand here they cannot employ universities from KSTU, they cannot employ from KNUSC, they cannot employ from all these sectors. Until anytime we raise policy rates, I am a Busiambo Akosoro. Na nipa ntimi enya awunahare enkopesikano. It hurts the economy. Into where the replacement effect say we are coming to see the city no because panelists are predicted that the city to the dollar will end by 13 cities by the end of year. And see what can we do? I think that we need to think outside the box because Sanyama way raising policy rates. I mean, I'm not an economist, but over the years, and it has not solved any problem. I think that we should begin to look within. Now, media, Ken, I am saying we are here. Ubusamia, Machias, my analysis. Many economists, Doctor Mona, my professors, one of my but Magina, now me person me Ghana, a football team, Ken, some of
Football team there.
We could put your head on my ass.
Okay, we have be a Enugu Rangers.
But Yabi,
say in Ghana.
Me meeting about Kotoko. The become in Yasam.
And never to Kotoko. Okay.
A toda. Tim B was a bobo. Not Tim de Bella Tim Lucy. Tim Lucy, a yet day a Martina Lucy. Now you're changing head coach, no? Near the assistant coach, a corner match. Not some coach up really. But we need to also be 4-5. Then you ask yourself, say, this assistant coach, he was in the team. The same players are playing in the team. How come that the Biano Mulusu? The moment the head coach look assistant coach in quad now they are winning matches. It tells you, say, I'm ready to say, na and ya dear. You change your face, I'm saying what? That is why beginning I mean but I am tempted to incline. Say some of the handlers of our economy, some of the critical sectors, especially the finance and other areas. It is our time to see new people with new ideas to manage those areas. Because over the years, it has been the same thing. And Virginia said, injection of fresh people, injection of fresh ideas, injection of innovation. Because I say, for now, handlers say wine ideas no see it's a bit Ken
Chief.
say who the way couple that to say credits at the cost. Now we just see the living standard of the ordinary Ghanaian. Say the minimum is den prices of goods and services. Say na year 2 virtually every day. Say na PURC indicating say by September 1st, light bill cost, water bill cost. Say the net petrol and new chadabasa. You can't just solo. Who cost station ha? On petrol no more ha. I have for the modu. You see be a blue, you be a red. The way you change way, it tells you that system no more can ayashi. There should be innovative ways to cushion the already overburdened Ghanaian.
Thank you.
Ghana ni no a ne ho akyere no. Ghana ni no a ontimi nto. Ghana ni no a onya de obedi. Ghana ni no a name prempren all kasa. Empo with the prevailing policy rate. Ayeladi with Omago is extremely high. Good businesses. Good small industry no. We shouldn't overburden this Ghanaian.
Maminya will take on the increases of tariffs by PURC.
The PURC, the water company of Ghana, they have no justification to increase electricity tariff. Ken, maka semwe mamisa nkebio. Hedi nti kra na nyankopon odi petrol, crude oil. Odi sa agudi a wofumi ejapade nyina dum my Ghana. Odu dum yese yebe adwuma. Na ye ho ahare yen. Ken yetie amanya omutu petrol, omutu crude. No omo no afangu omo krom. Yetie amanya say agudi bi omo krom. Wo mu kwa adwaman so koton a imfasode no ekwa mebika timamufo no. Enei fangu bo ayedin ayenokware. But Ken, what the truth is Ghana is now a net exporter of crude. Because crude are use any the produce no. They are producing no send they use nti e kabo mo a oho de anya de what deficit ho. Na say crude no bo ye din wo dwaman so a na de tie nyina ne say ya koni ekoton a infasode na ye nya no ekosoro. Infasode no kosoro a de o man kandifo ne also mo ye ne say san fasode le beba no modi ma so ban faso amatimamufo na ne kwa nyankopon tade o man panyi da dondroma ni mahamanti gas no enya ya na yetuo ya na enoa ya na sakramu na nyame adom car power ameri sa niema ye o man panyi di ba yeti no enne ye wo san fidie ya ye bi ya gas betimi anoa amma petrol no akofo because say ameri ntaje ebiem car power ntaje ya dia anti-justification no awahene se empo perform go boy di wo dwaman so a gas na de no ane de yen ya na produce na se fango no boy di am emfaso de no so kan man Ghana no ti ana yam pani for se sabe adodode no homo Ghana fo nya so faso no munya se de bia na ye de wo dwaman so aye de ba yan so nyankopon di abo edu beti Ken me no mo ya adwene na enye yi ahoche na wo mam already nipa illegal connection. Why would any reasonable person do illegal connection in life? Simply because he or she cannot pay. Period.
So no.
Why do you overburden? Atenti. Na sa nipa na won't mean kakra na wo no. Who sign ama abono aye debut.
So let me ask you an pay 0265 170336. Sulu firing on all cylinders. Now, Sulu Kasama Osi, we should think outside the box. So now we can come thinking outside the box.
Can I design?
I don't.
And then we also told my town for but in a media, my phone.
Me too.
Was the enemy to the eyes of my pampas or pa?
But what
don't call me.
So, what do you mean? We have a long time.
Something that I didn't buy me, Tedino. Oh, yes, the minimum no yet to be quite a good time.
My question, no.
I minimum no yet to be quite a good time. But how much to say?
I don't know.
Yamiadum Boko.
We need probably dear need my chamano pay you. A friend, a can say, honorable a jangry. We push a question of mingle out. Yes, yeah. No, so much man, may you.
Yes.
Shanama, why now? Or your correct.
The M then is a Yami on Yenny Biaqua. Wodi ma obi na ono so fa baby de brown. And the eba me so no obi so de fa baby de brown the same thing. And that is life cycle. The other band no one is
so you give and you take. Okay. But how say 3 days ago, so now Dr. Masapon birthday.
Hey, doctor.
Why you?
Why
you? He went to your gas or transcribe and doka. No, you come as we tactics we anyway. So no way excuse. Can you be channel?
Or teacher.
One can hear cry. One can hear cry.
One can hear wonderful idea. Teacher, Mamma, this is one what's in your mouth. Okay, one.
It could be.
It could be one. Come watch it.
It could be.
Okay. Come. Medium there.
Mamma better.
Only very good much.
Ken.
Okay. Did you come at you for? I know that this platform now is bigger, one of the biggest platforms in Ghana, and definitely the presidents will be listening to it. Timefa kwenya wisu na machia omampenyi na nadako kufuado na pamfo nyina omutie won krani bebia na nche bia ko bi mama yura sisi ayenim se owa akwantu omusoso aye otekoko so tumfo se tutu abibio ono zo machia no Kenzo nze me ne henfo nketwa sub chiefs
sub chiefs basi ade odike kwa obako kakra mu odike
ono ane brempo sasamo ono bom sumpa nteja igusu kakra
mese wadanfo no odike nti say eda eveka so ma so obako pacha kakra ma so
ken sa man ye ne amamre de untimi dotora
bi kra no kra on pacha o na o eveka so ko pacha ma no I am even jumping the gun
asema wa chance wa man de ania
asem
nti media ja say asema me chia ne man de ania nti asema ma chia me man de
sasa mo sumpa ne
papa
nana kwesi kankam
sa no man kwa nkosere yamina de cheme
yeah
mirasa Tiken, yambraso. So we share omani mo. Nobody is denying the fact to say omani mo enyede. Omani no emu ayede. Ana nya Ghana nkwana emu ayede. Ewi ase afa na nyina mo ayede. Na say if saa nyoma we esisi eye ewo omani mo a ehono na yehunu ekwan ye befa so a ye be ehihye oman no de afa kwan ye befa so a de oman ne beko ken Ghana ye lucky amaya ebufa so ebumpumpa no Ghana nka ho
so
I'm telling you
yes we Sri Lanka any sika na west
ken
and that the sun
only is the economy. The management of the economy, no. And you one indicator penny edition. So nimsa. And you one indicator penny edition. If your currency is weaker, it doesn't mean say other indicators no weak. Who we are? Oko Sri Lanka for na. Because say no omunya petrol to. They were parking their cars. Omu parking omu cars even Europe. Just UK, UK. Me fa unko je ko Germany. What is that Germany? Abai no ashe that public transport to say because of the fuel cost region. Enipa nyina enhwe kwan ba fa so mbe use public transport no dey omajuma because ebi okro no mukwa omunya bio. Nya se bi omu okutesika, omu koto fuel no. Omu kutesika so no. Omunya fuel ni bi nto. No man we ni ya the chaos beba o mining. And because they don't want chaos to come, no pentino. Adia no muto no buy 90 euros no. O mate so about 20 euros. Every 20 euros kra no mu say in the next months na way animo no. O mu dey be free that 20 euros no kra say 15 to 10 euros for their card na o mu dey eto ayi no. So the pressure on fuel na o mu koto ne pressure on gas and kofokoto na. And as LPG and kofokoto no. Ebeko form na omanya a lot of LPG and as a petrol and a diesel e was sustaining ama omodi ayadwuma. Ba ye ba Ghana ha se ya. E wo mu se anyoma ebo okosoro fu ebo okosoro dado. But the fact of the matter is that your manual our basic needs no are available, including the food aduane etokra are available for us to access. So,
you sana must be pass no way. I can say they were passing, but as in intimate foul. Aduane over to me talk.
Ken, no be kuteska no nye aduane to a eno so so e. Obi kuteska.
Ni na ya the crew.
O say
ni na ya the crew.
Enya the crew.
Aduane wo ho.
Enya the crew da.
Honorable 1 second. Aduane wo ho. E sika na editor me ni bi. Me kuteska aduane ni ho. Ni na no aduane no coming onto your table is the most important. But say we discard aduane into me about table. Who is council aduane went to me about table. It's that we say we say si pie.
Say MC pie da. Was aduane no. Ya koso de antoa. De oto no bete so amankofo atodi. Uvize pa me no to bode no. Ma me no to banche no. Ma me no to tomatoes no. Ma me no to muko no. Se odi tomatoes ni ba, ne nipa ne nto na tomatoes no be pra. Obeja ama tomatoes na pro. Obete so abedi to. Saa na bode ewura no so hwe na bode na ebre na ya kokko na ya ase ya. Obete so amani to. Batu kutasika aduane krampo onhu bimpo na wato a. Wo say ni nyina the same thing. Entimenye the same thing da. Although you are trying to say so at the end of the day na aduane na mmafi. Ana say ye pe aduane na ba say kwakoto yenye skanto na say kwakope na yenye bi nto no ye pe. Etimi ye pe in some way. But in another way no enye pe. Uniza na we use law of no use economic sense do a. Say be no money if there is scarcity in the system man. And your man no by the moment the buyers happen no demand no ever cost demand the cost of na price push it up. But the scarcity ni wa. Demand no ever conform. Demand and conform so it pushes the prices down. And you call economics more the two scenario no and yet the same. But the most important thing is say abina oteso no we are in crisis. Abina oteso no e dey na all put in place and your man crofo esa line eto ba bia your friend the developed countries Germany, US, UK, and in advanced countries ni nyina no omuntimi nya no e dey na ese bisa say e dey na ese krita aban we etimi hihye ya ye ntumi sa ne o mana ekoso ho no ebi entimi koso Ghana. When him say aduane, as I'm talking to you now, because of planting for food and job, planting for food and export, planting for all the government intervention, MBPA, you know, I feel na yedi hon faso. Yes, of course. I feel na yedi hon faso. Besides that, you know, most of the 1D, 1F, no, although no yenya all district having the one district, one factory, no, all right, but most of them no to cushion your system.
As a grandma pomu bi ohana.
As a grandma na fruit juice factory. I feel na peke aba. Nkakra.
Na fruits be na.
No your private. O say.
Anyway, go ahead.
Only say Mameka 70 obi ana Sokora Mampon na bia unya ntia se. Sokora Mampon is the new name for Sokora Mampon is the airport municipal. So yawe. You know the Kumasi. Yes, of course. The Kumasi airport, the entire airport is situated within the Sokora Mampon municipal assembly.
It ye be frɛ say
airport municipal chief executive.
Wo na wo katre anase sanity.
Sanity.
The unim papa no nya na ye bone man. Honorable.
Mr. Sanity.
Mate. Wo de koso.
So Asokore Mampon is the airport municipal. It's the panel of siting juice factory, you know, was siting strategically to the extent say was siting closer to the international airport that is going live in October. Say the produce juice, you know, bet me a fly and they are called the international market. The international market was accessing the juice, no feeling the taste of Ghana juice. Some of the tomato factories are can tomatoes in Nano. Says no. Although we can't tomatoes in anybody, but we have a way of keeping our tomatoes in the system. A man also it minya a be a DJ Omajuma or Nino Modi. Now what the other one can I say there? Or cow was a factory, sugar factory.
Commander Sugar Factory. Samson was a catch of Ghana gas. Was a Ghana gas.
We said date bank.
I see a sap project say by.
But now kid, elements, but this is a Gabian Kupiyaba. No money the date Commander Sugar Factory by. You can't see a sugar. I was a honor. You decide in the buy. Ufi said the gas you sugar. The Commander Sugar Factory has been in existence since independence. Of course, Okoloviti, and I went to Mianya. Ubi buy our babaye, brown sugar on Yaba. I'm a sure I'm be a who. Yanko Tommy Gumo. Ya heard you gumun, I heard you watch on proper, and I go to the system by the testing stage and I buy. Next month, ye be I'm among the sugar factory is so fast. You use the whole 8 years, you couldn't revive the sugar factory. Ya baba baye, I'm one who said the Commander Sugar Factory. We are going to cut the export of sugar. Ewo minimum who said the city. Ya ka factory buy ya. Ya ka se no the 5 asase tama na da ho nwura fu na yemba na eye Commander Sugar Factory. I sorry. Friends eku. One mention no. Ekunfi juice factory. And then the asase ya da ho. Ah na ye nwura. Ani edwi ye. Ani esi ye. And he started production. And he did the product and about markets. And no, I will say why your factory, why your factory. And we have a lot of these factories across the length and breadth of Ghana. Oka gas asem. What yana oye na faigusia? OPEC members. Can they sell the crude oil that they produce in their country to themselves by their own price? Well, Mutiwa, Nasi Betanazi, Nasi Fize, Casada, Percy, score political points. Mama, very truthful to ourselves. Nay, your analysis or your analysis are you know the economic. The channel say we are still man, won't you be Cocabu now for ye? Even Coco credit, one just as a Ghana for Coco, who I say produce Coco, you know, a Bessie about with a unique price. Said the Baya, Obinkusis will be, oh, Gaman. So crude oil we produce here. Then we sell it. They are called refined. Even our toll crown, the kind of crude that we produce in Ghana, the machines that we have there, it cannot even refine it unless we reconfigure it. Why are you not saying this?
But dollar na semona saying.
What's it?
Dollar no ma petrol ye try to yentimi and na solo canon. And no near some no. They okay, they are lofty things that they
no, but
why is that not translating into the stabilization or the stability of the dollar?
The stability of the dollar now, ye can one seven. You know, maybe Brioa Nanka, ye de bagana has a yakembre. Okay, and now counts Ukraine Russia war no and affect it. Opa, so I could take it that. Uko jina Istanbul. Afroko hona, omu wonshubo efe na Bosphorus. Ho ana sea, any lagoon, and as a sea, any lake, a boom. I quite remember 2 months ago I was in Turkey, near Gina baby. The Turkish can tell you the ship that is going to Russia, the ship that is going to Ukraine, and you see the ships just being sailed on the Bosphorus Sea, and a Bosphorus canal, all this one, almost most of our ships that come from all over the world, it passes through that canal. It goes to Belgium. With some of them, they redistribute containers and Anaba. But this is Yako China. Now, Kofani, in fact, you don't contain and Kahoma. We saw one China and Kanjiro. It's how they contain a free China bar. Omunjibio. Or the container never drew her. They don't take it back to China.
First, now the bar now,
without the court.
I don't
know because this is a COVID and they have bringing a whole lot of excuses. And then fly to China is very expensive. Emirates on a daily basis to China, only daily, almost every day to China. And on your China view, answer about China no, China, you better shut them by 1 month. And Sanya Makwa what is China crew. All these things never and pressure. Amount forces cano at the Pushik Antonio Mamba Emma. Even iron rods, one of the biggest producers of iron rods, Ghana had Tim Iron rods or a bam amount for Tom Emma Gano, Momotun Tyros, Graveyard Award. Most of the iron rods, it comes from Ukraine. Where is Yano? So Ukraine iron rods na Edeban Yetimima. Ama iron rods widening. Enti ama yenya bimpo ni ato. Enti yenya bimpo ni ato na se goods very scarce. People push up the price. And the more we push up the price, na ye bua sika no ana de akoto. then people will buy the dollar. Demand for dollar will be high. Demands goes high, prices also goes high.
But I see that said your friends foreigners who come here almost disikano kono. I say mon check it. Mama na ye fo ama omo.
Begin.
Mo na mo ye mo wa ben.
Again.
And also so what can I say?
Said ye see canon no aya na canon na tribu owa ya kan sa na ya jani sa. What is this here Emirates? Also on Nigeria bio.
Sadinti.
Because Nizika wenya over $181 million. Or beso odi bi call back to Dubai, akoye Juma. Nigerian government say omuma Emirates no emphasize canon ko. Into that $81 million no ni nyina aka Nigeria. Hence they are withdrawing their flights. And you know say the Emirates carrier no enipa efa omu every day edu omu ko Nigeria no is going to stop. So now the flight
Nigeria for decided say omu first canon ko. It almost also in retaliation they won't fly.
Yes them. And so do we know the price of plane ticket is going to shoot up. That's what I'm going to say. Nigerian economy no.
1%. More this canoko.
O say,
ya mama first can continue almost so mama yedu.
There be na say me be ma dwuma na me music corner say wo say mama use music na mfanya. The international business no.
Transfer sikana
in the international business.
Media me say we no wo dey no. Wo first can physical money. E dey go bag no wo dey call. And yet transferring the money through banks. And no me worry no.
Okay, me Ghana has say no. It is a first ka na say the kwa abrekwa yenya me I'm even doubting. Says maybe they are using dubious ways to send the money outside.
Yes.
ABI system no yes scanners na see ma no ebi ntimi ndite because that cromford dey obi o yidi pa bonefo no obepe every day be obepe means of beating the system. Because the kind of scanners that I know say our airport, the kind of scanners that I know say our ports, the entry points of Ghana no very strong scanners are meaning say betimi as adwuma no. For all you know no, they have devised a new means to get the money out of the country without being recognized at the port of exit. And today, can you say all these things are there, but as some people are speculating. And you cannot say on Kocherawa, on to Minchero. You think for this kind of court, you think for but you say the pressure in the system now. Empo Sika na nkrofo de ba in the form of Eurobond me de ba e Ghana German so ba beton kran because of issues of the COVID and other things nkrofo kran no and subscribe to Ghana da because me the Sika be call ebia Europe market ebia Germany me dey call Italy me the timi krom na say menya a good price. Why will I fly the money out of my country from my comfort zone and send it to a place that I'm not very familiar with? Kin metimi krom na say profit amenya no metimi enya e dis kana lende. You know patriotism is also very important. Obo o patriotic ni sika kra na odi e hye ni krom no o person be hye mu sada so be kwa abontene. Such a person also me first can nko biema. What are you going to do? Obo taka chenchena for sika bra abrakwa adwuma na odi be ye Ghana ha se no. Say adwuma ko no betimi ya ebi o Italy. Go and see the way the Italians are withdrawing their monies from the bonds. Go and see the way the Europeans are withdrawing their monies from the bonds to go and reinvest the money in their countries.
How about black market? See, no, yes, and also can, and also so money can be fast one. Yes, sir.
So look, if you look at the monies that we are talking about, I'm not saying it's a black market. Very, papa. Maybe be a maka. We have a lot of strategies are being put in place as a municipal chief executive. You know, maybe Yansu Yabe say, Yabe Kepoda, Yabe Masa Anoman, Akoso, Akofom, and wo, Yabe, Yapon, de Copimbiano. But the fact of the matter is, Sika idea grow black market. And you be near Kanagana how? And you be near Kanagana. And a black market
is an idol.
Also, way not to be as
Sika black market.
As compared to the money that we are talking about in this country. Black market is kind of hot here. But Enyesika, the black market was there when Ghana achieved the single digit inflation during the NDC time. China black market on the major. The black market was there when we went ourselves from the IMF. The black market was there. I'm not saying it's there. Yes, it's also. All measures they be pushing in place and making sure that black market ni be good no na say no na negative impact on the dollar and the so they be stop us at no. We are putting those measures in place. But then no ken kakran and they be timi as what's our problem. Meanwhile no so no. Omo share chira omo so bojagum omo share dice omo so no they will buy the dollar and keep it in their room no so no. All these things no we have to take near. Even the withdrawal of the dollar from the central bank. How are we managing it? The central government is coming out gradually with policies and programs. We are in hard times. Ghana so rosy hard time. But in kakran. What was this over the past 3 days? The dollar stabilized it. For the past 3 days. I strong kakra. Oh yes. No. You see say so say is it Afrimax loan be? Buy. Sikabi omuka zo release into the system. When they went to Moses Canada system, people decided to sell out their dollars. Bring it out. The moment that money was announced, $100 in the demand the scarcity will go away. There will be a money in the system. And the price now fall. The moment that money was announced, the bank is bringing it from the United States of America. I started pushing their dollar in the system. And mother, I quite piano. Ken, you put it in place, and your man evacuated the dollar from the system. And Fanko and Mahon Koyedi. So gradually, kakran. Yabako. The best Ghana for United is a Ghana for Yabotre. Emma amampenyine na pamfo ye no ebia obi na tisu say ya nanka economy no metu kasa sectors ni bi collapse entirely like what happened na ye ka say yare bia ba yare ne ba yakura medu Ghana akura no the whole energy sector of Ghana collapsed.
Afei mimbusa na be 1 minute ade na this time obia gitum sa hontraba ye tani ya inteni na afei ni atoto nsuo ni kaneam. If you say a bad move, what now I feel some mobile want to my fear I did as I hit a pine. Also send microphone and send microphone to see a pecula kakra. Kula no by enough eating it. I was one we are crank on train. MIP rice by Nankan Yakulano or man negotiate be 80%. Why understand?
One will say it all boils down to the cost of production. I can for can win in fine gosia. Chemicals, alum, then as if one night they refine the water in Ghana. Most of them, no, we don't produce it in Ghana here. It's free. We are saying baby. Even shape Ukraina, this are alum, then as if one no a beba Ghana no. And also so no. Ne boy de. Obi odi from central market to magazine to those who have been going outside to go and trade no. They will tell you, say the price of freight has gone up. Shape we be Ghana. Abrovubi na yo mo ship ano mdo mo ship ono fa ne oma ana empo zia no woni se se container no o de o car ba ezia cheaper to do roll you can roll I say o de car no be sisi ship no so sa cheaper than to do the roll than to even put your things in container ana woni
so na I'm
telling you that is how it is now
tisana oye
o say
Sana.
I'm CEO. Me business.
Now they are okay.
No, because
you must be an insider to know this.
No, you didn't know something. Because I have export, freight forwarding, and shipping background. I have a diploma in export management, diploma in freight forwarding, diploma in shipping. And I'm in touch with the shipping community. I read about
okay. You have to be in the industry.
Because I have a qualification for that.
All right, thank you very much.
I have a qualification for that. And I've been an importer before and I've been an exporter before. What do you say? Am I an exporter?
Once an importer, always an importer.
Of course, and once an exporter is always an exporter. So that place is my field. By qualification, I qualified.
By practice.
By business wise, I have been a businessman who imports and also the same time export at the same time.
All right.
I have a practicing exporter and as a freight forwarder or somebody who has been using it to transact his business.
All right, thank you.
And the cost of production now are cost run. And then I'm a pushy air insurance acostro. And the same time, no, gas now producing as if we can say na produce Ghana and fine Guziano. They see how person will check gas, and now we don't flare gas again. Oh yeah, we na gas. They will no be a good man a gas and let me a certain even cent any other big crown. And remember who you feel is a bon natural gas and cause a bon. What's a gas and casano? Who to run a bon pa a bon can. But omu treating no defer a lot of process more and some maybe when you the kind of flavor no unyano. Why else you are using it in the house? All this thing no, it comes with chemicals. The chemicals also come with the price.
Honorable, that's to us first text message. If your Honorable Simon the same as I will say, good morning, King, and good morning to your panelists. The two scenarios are not the same. Where there is non-availability of food, even when you have money, you can't have any food to buy. However, in situations where food is available, you can have some to buy, but not in the quantity you would have wished. Thank you, Honorable Simon Osemensa, for your time. DCOP Nana Nketia Frimpong of Police Headquarters. Opening my mention on Nano Pay. When you say, Watimenka, Nusmatu, have a good day. DCOP Michael Nketia Frimpong, or your lawyer name, as also Eka home. Samuel Brian Boaben right. Allow Kennedy can come to yob you small. It would have been worse. We all should be thankful for Nana Addo-led government that we haven't today. Just say, remember when you yob me more. Okay, I hear, but he's yob me enough, so that is enough. Safe man trophy atunsu. I've enjoyed Solo's lamentation this morning, but the truth is that if even MPP has failed under this global economic crisis, the NDC is never the alternative. So I beg Ghanaians to have patience, and it shall be well. And he greets Honorable Alan Kwejo Chrematin. Teacher, offenso Kaira, say Nana and Baumia, do something about our city and reshuffle Kenoforiata. Abusuapeni Charles, a draft. Charles Krum, a draft constituency. Was he saying the only thing NDC is striving for is not the interest of Ghana, but their own personal interest. They behave as if they have not ruled Ghana before. If MPP have given us free SHS and constant electricity, we will still vote for them in 2024. Solo, Ghana Gas was the work of John Mahama, but it was part of Ghana's petroleum industry. Nana Dumas, Fantiako. In fact, Dr. Apreku is the best person to lead Ghana. I personally like him for his intelligence and humility. Let's support him. Shalom, trophy offense. So, Ken, it is true that we are in economic crisis, but Mahama is not the solution. Area Kusi Trophy Central Market. Although some ungrateful and short memory Ghanaians can decide to vote for NDC and go back to doom so, it's their own cup of tea. They themselves will suffer for it. Regards to Doctor of Economy, Dr. Baumia, and Chairman Coker. Abbas Amogobo or Offenso. So the current leadership, the current hardship is as a result of the numerous corruption in this government. The stealing is more than the production they promised. The day for accountability will come soon when President Mahama is sworn into office on 7 January 2025. And there will be no way for escape. Mr. Kofi Omankranzo said, no matter what NPP and the entire Council of State, Peace Council, Electoral Commission does, NDC will win in 2024. Amisko Spelele, a trophy Kaswa. I say, despite the challenges, let's all continue to support the government to restabilize the city against the dollar. Again, let's also cultivate the habit to eat, wear, and worship Ghana. You'll be very fine. Mr. Ansafua writes, King, please ask the NDC man for me. If NDC comes to power with this situation, what would they do? Ejaben Trophy Hachu, or say, Ghanaians will be the losers if they listen to NDC's propaganda on our current economic downturn, which has affected every nation. Dr. Smart, the birthday boy, Sapon.
I Penny Kwame Boateng.
I'm not paying.
Good. Bedo as a king. Na Madam Penny for me no more say so as I mo bi achi. Achi am pempen so agimre eti baby bia wo amanone ne o mai mu nyina ye mo bia achi. King Medo as only chef and despite group ni nyina birthday wishes no na ano de meti ni nyina na me yesenka Obi Kenneth and no one can say wishes in Yamba converting into Kasha.
No, length they never quantify.
Ever Solomon Abuaya with the conversion. Nana ya kese cardinal. Miami Yamadi na Ike. Any penny for she can say one crime so with the will be asked any all the media fraternity. I'm say Camilla is a media houses nina medomina ask any wishes. And some my dejano monetary policy ne some more debate to king. Near Dikai minim se many the first person, let me be the first person to congratulate the monetary policy. Na metrim. Bebo Mabaso.
Monetary policy team.
Yes. Sa MPC no. Committee no. Monetary policy committee no. Bebo Mabaso. When you may no enye out of the order. Sa na almost every monetary policy committee is be what amama who doing na that's what they are doing. In fact, we living right within their mandate. And when we are confused, so much man no more with the challenges in the system. There were two strong bodies economic hardship by a showman. Bakoya monetary policy committee and a Bakoya fiscal finance policy committee and a fiscal authority and then monetary authority. Monetary authority for no they are right within their scope. Ade bako umaya ye ka interest rate nkwa but ye nka ade bako umaka ye asemde for me e ka discussion na MC discussing ho them say wa moso to the level that me person ko boso no na monetary policy for no esa de by say ye nuanom a omuye eduma kese mine num ne oil num ne profo a omuri patriot city no. They are going to work at buying the way in here so that they don't repatriate the dollar to their country. I'm saying Nigeria for a stakeholder consultation and common and cost a big company like Emirates and those are the but sekasa cost we will find a way a beminya also umukrano umude se umbesu can go bag musadiako. Niade nti omufa sa no boshe no masha ye no muma no enye adwuma no muntimi ne sa oil mining companies no mining companies no me person mebo some of the retail companies in
retail companies no are the worst companies.
Uma me kwanka mebo ba ko sesi in every week they do about $10 million.
Yeah, and Honorable Kankam doesn't think say a huge enough money. Almost a trophy black money.
Very huge. Very huge. Now, in America, say because whereas they are doing things within their mandate, almost say control sikani in the system near day. Ama sikani ho aye ya ebetimi manage no. Almost answer agya to say sa angle hono. A place we have let loose for quite a long time. Yes, sir. Companies are no. So monetary policy team neba mun China mo ya. Sabi, you trade in Ghana, you should care about the way you see the no. Na mun corporate, we should find a midway bia. A be win-win ama ye nyina. Measure monetary committee in Christ what is happening now Ken normal like I said and Ghana within the period Ghana cedi na fall by 25.5%. Within that same period almighty pounds are falling by about 12.4% against the US dollar. Pounds are falling against the US dollar. Ghana cedi are falling against the US dollar. Very huge, 25.5 than but pounds also are falling by about 12.4. Euros are falling by about 11.8% to the US dollar. And the Amponko Papa Bimpo free yeah na campus
na
campus
be also my day
Wọ́n fi bọ́ ọmọ nsẹ́m.
Sembom. Oh, sietene ekosunasia personally sietene ekosunasia enye
identity yetiase.
You see, we live in a very global space. Sisi ayeka say there is globally high uncertainty. Investor uncertainty. Globally, there's a high uncertainty. My business investment environment will be at nobody is bold to invest. And Ghana would also suffer. There is a general rising inflation globally.
Yes, Britain for the first time in 40 years, they've hit 10%.
Yes, they've crossed 10%.
They've crossed, not
yes. You see, and generally, global finance in Ankasano, even the donor bodies and then the one globally they finance the Nieman Krano, almost will be a titan the corner. These three challenges alone, global high uncertainty, global rising inflation, global finance, and I will be a titan. You don't expect Ghana to be an exception. But make a way the Abon monetary policy na baswache say they are within their mandate, they are doing their best. Na me they awaken mesre fiscal for no fiscal say you from say fiscal policy committee o say fiscal authority one no more space no omu na omajuma na to sin kakra ma ye nyina nyame anim ni omu no omajuma to sin kakra ma ye nyina. What they do, and you see they are doing it very well. We are not saying what they are doing is too wrong. For example, who your fiscal policy person and now your fiscal authority who manage the fiscal space, you try to achieve and maintain employment in the system. Inti kwabi umbefaswa employment because so nkofojuma seized near Dibia. So you see them doing everything they can to put on the light. They will do everything they can to make sure the water is flowing. They will do everything they can. Obi say omo mu kra niema banso. So they will try to make the importers feel comfortable to also sustain their job. As a focus is on making sure say people are employed and then. But in doing so, monetary policy nejumani yet wanted. So whereas monetary policy no or try say or be secure the strength of the cedi needs na fiscal structure for no are letting loose. Sometimes because of political reasons, sometimes because of structural problem, sometimes because they want to maintain employment. And then yes, and by now, the fiscal team should be putting up some stringent measures being in place. Employment chrono Ghana has a phone so sorry kakra. Yes. Shenya doma 4 person with Akoko yan ade. And so still and Rana may kind of a finance document be say Ghana over 90% of the poultry we eat are all frozen imported poultry. Fiscal
we just a kind and woman.
Oh yes, sir.
As a researcher, must you read from other sources to know?
Yes. Researcher can there's all kind. Who's a researcher? They don't have to speculate. And easy King.
Now the way they
no.
Now why kasa wo dey why kasa?
Only do you know why?
Cocoa store.
Which of them are local? Which of them are
how?
Jamaica say we research and Jamaica be my source. Until the find my source, but me who say dominance na foreign imported. Na me say imagine tema port penya yi they tell you these are all frozen ade. Containers of frozen ade. Anka 140 feet container cry na moye. Na so by policy imported frozen ade e wo Ghana high bia 100 fiscal policy for no the abasa e fit dey koye so by e bia 10%. Yenti mean 50 prekunya importation will definitely go on by so by even 10 or 20% impo.
One you problem ana. Ochema Boaji.
Me over.
I should drive you away from the studio because you are speaking too much English. This is our teacher no so ntiase so you know very sorry for you. What is the issue ana?
Me imagine them.
Okay.
But my birthday no I say
also my team kwans.
Over tamate. And it's a better bro for us but Nyameka say fiscal side no na my efforts of the monetary side ni nyina as omunya hwe.
So let's say asem no fiscal policy and why we can nyina say ye consume no me fi amanone too much.
Yes.
Now no more ho na abofra bi buy okay
TSTU yeah.
Or say why ye product bi uhun awani beje ho o hie sika akra. Na what dia amade na tenase. Sani pase bede na yetimi hu identify o mahwe sa de na ye na ya support. E no na betimi aboaye o.
You see ni ayeka ama me so make us akoso ni nyina na because yeka the national versus the global. Yeah, the back for more. We know what we are supposed to do, but national wise no. Can you imagine say basically the tax regimes ni ade ni nyina no, it is still to make sure the work the imported then are more relaxed and comfortable than anything. What I'm drawing the fiscal team no attention to ni say sir reduction of benchmark sir tax exemptions then ni nyina no ebema eventually yen growth ese grow wo mamu ha adwuma ese ye wa ha ni produce locally no it is weakening us, it has weakened us, it will continue to weaken us until they become more addicted. They are unable to do that.
Fiscal no cry na what see is a problem no. What can fiscal say say?
I don't know. You know, who say?
Yeah, because what he to now it is. So
and it's a fiscal days kasum.
Who's a fiscal and the physical so?
Fiscal.
Silence.
Yeah, fiscal. And you know, yes, Mestre. See a person here minor. So the be near the politics.
Okay, you see Busa Sadena, Sabria, as ye tisui, any a day, a can say, Tumu Abba, and Sune, Nkania, Ebo.
Yeah. Na MC Pessoa Kase, they import some of the things and then 100 year. There's a generally, yeah, kind every year and we come kakra. But then Osha, Umuankasa almost service near there, Sinana Solonzo Kano. They don't actually deserve any increment, so to say. We will be because we are so that we serve you better. We are the tools and the baby to me as so. The baby has a maybe a jina. I mean, I think it has gone through the cycle. Approvals, so we brace ourselves up for effective date. September, but I mean, we don't attach. In fact, performance in so increment. The performance in so edge into mutumwa. Anka water for the electricity for them fans so far they've been doing work akra. Anka water for the minimum if you the performance se pass o majumu ya ni ehwe mu dia to mu a. Maybe am meeting so ma. Yeah we dey so my beba na bi na naju be 1 o'clock bi ama etumu anu no. Want me answer one na mu bi. Near tomb by 2 or 3 o'clock na no nsie so be for about 1 week. Yeah.
You come as a part bear.
Yeah, Kentin Chronos and you be so be a catch.
Kentin Chronos and therefore as a can doc smart up on me that say
I fiscal. So say some pine and country. I 200 sem and I see kasem. On the no cut on we move 2 years, or more years, and then I to a revenue in for.
Okay.
And just a 200 and some, and I see
Doctor,
okay, was I your defa?
But say the custom say, and nobody do come on out with already new trap. I didn't pa. Can a problem say doctor comedian no physical adults room and come on the other trip.
Mame to us na wa woda Esinam Afi Azasu. Happy birthday to you, Esinam Afi Azasu. O papa Hope Azasu ena edesan kreye by ena mame abasam Selena o carrier fire service ukunu enemy say J Benefo or forestry commissioner kra or say mame abasam Selena. Happy birthday to you. Dr. Collins Boateng Dankwa, also a municipal health director, Kintampo Openi, also in the Ewa Oda, Yame and Kaho, na on tutu wanamu ye from our happy birthday to you. Text messages kakra Ewa Hanomo, Mami free honomo. Benu food ready myself. Say MPP government is performing well, but they should try to let the city compete well with the foreign currencies. Martin Jan, Ewo Ejuso Domiabra, say King. Our party communicators should keep spreading the good works of the government and keep on with their Polish language. Okay, through that we can keep on and polish their language. With that we can break the 8. Okay. Shift man ade ne de na ba. Mame ntwa so na menko honorable kankan. Galamsey nsemi afedie in fact me ya say ya che first no kra na se ubusemu ana de kokosia ne say ye shemra na wo mo hwe so mo hwe emembra na ejina no wo mo ene ye West corporate as say the Ecoson a check Canadian. Can this fight be won ever? Sometime.
Yeah, I can. I think say the Econo Galamsey semno Zimbia, as you said, no, I say a ye bebrido. Na yenina yedim say a kwaya na faso a yes Sikakoko to no one's and some any desire Jumawa, a Ghana has no. Yako any Mosani or Manasisa. Because the CIA no, and Crawford introduce Fidin Cassia, Omodibe to from no say and then Madan. Since a face no an anchor and anum two sides Sikakoko no, and Komobamana, don't go the rasa senase. Nanka, Omagiri Senasi anka. Ombe ye bibia wi di ombe ye fra asase na se wi no okukudua abanchi o okukudua wabru udua obibia no a enka the roots anase enuama ne hini no na enka nua ne hini nti no okodi ni sika no ofo anase okoyi ni gold no ofo mo pa afuo mu kura no a obeba na afuo no okoso but because of shortcuts any person nkumu nyanti enipa ade a new way of doing the galamsey ye kan ho asem no aba Sisi ano be obe ya bachi butu sikakoko bi ano. Aje se wo san asase no. Because the yaka se hase ikutu eye Galamsey wo ha. Bear in mind say everything about the topsoil no, including kusie ne amoku obi sha asase no nyina no, omu nyina ko. But first na nganya sa na netie. Aba na to anamon since 2017 aye ba aye Ministry of Lands Natural Resources. You start in Parliament to consensus and cratabi, and the ball Okano Akosan signature to append to assent to it say you support the fight against Galamsey. Anan kakran dia kudu be dia bedri. Na de tie ne say enipa boni fo be o madwen say yaban ni be ye bia so mbese no. And Abon is also doing very well and we are spending so much money to fight this Galamsey in nyoma omude eyen. Because I bind the policy by say even at a certain radius, and as a certain distance be, I want you nankasa Galamsey we cry no. But any power you might be so many can find. It be seen show them Abon pop over to. Show any show any on. Baby, I show no eshesha na boba no wana and kai honu show ni bo ebupu ne bana. Omukwa no mako kum nsuo na asɛ ani kura no but one kum almost all the aquatic life in the river body or in the stream or in the water body enti adeɛ bi a ɛhadwene na mɛbɔ ɛyɛ ministers a wɔn da hɔ aba so ne Ministry of Defence ne Interior ɛkɔ wɔn fa so a
kabebebu sase na sɛ ɛneɛ wɔn na ama saa ntokwa yi yɛntumi nko because ndokora egu mu a ɛsɛ yɛka ɛne sɛ wɔn a wɔyɛ saa deɛ nyinaa they are people of authority wɔn nyɛ nipa bi ate sɛ yɛn mu nipa kunini bi aban mu mpanimfo bi no mo yɛ traditional leaders wɔn ɛna faculty kwan so kɔkɔyɛ saa de wi eti sɛ ministries na involved no anaasɛ aban intelligence unit no entimi identify saa nkurɔfoɔ ma yɛnte baako ni nasɛm ɛma yɛhu sɛ asomasi wadi fo yɛde na tuma bɛyɛ nhwɛsode a na sɛ yɛda bi yɛka sɛ anadwo no ɔmkɔkɔ hyɛ hɔ na ɔmkɔkɔ yɛ ne ade if we are so minded to get them and deal with them according to law enti nkiɛnkɔ yɛ nim
no hu sɛ situation bi aba a yɛwɔ approach yɛde yɛ no so wahwɛ anansi
is it because ɔmo yɛ aban mu
panimfo yɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ yɛ stop galamsey no do baabi no na the whole mining communities nyinaa no ayɛ hostile to even a police for and soldier for. Once a performance no me police for and performance no me soldier for. And say you can't perform a gum and I can't and perform a ako police soldier anymore. We should also think about their lives. So until the Koba say Drew baby no grano. Not the life of police and the military officers and even investigators and I said the undercover people, their lives were in danger because of
because the practitioners are more powerful chair.
And yet practitioners now in discipline. In discipline. And I'm an about say you and everyone about what is the urban about
say. Obaka say we beto aba na kwakubu a video bi ba ugina baby a or encouraging crofo say na the adwene taichi ni say ye crofo bi kokso kokoya na yakopam no credit kankan kokoya na ye ani eno kra wo ho no say ye pese ye ka no kra people perceive the whole exercise say na eye selective na enye e kan say uniform say ye ade a wo solo wo ye kan say no kankan wo baby a solo who say yapamo ama wadi so a yakopam solo ano obeko but na saa na nete
one say because in discipline any nipa monefo and the man you find yourself at where we are now who say I'm not buy say all stop galamsey krana or did that community mining buy say who's a community mining no senka wo hwe the wo musi no elsewhere anka come on etimi o metimi to gold no o Australia say yeah they do that they use that type of technology ko metimi ya ade no kwasa save asase na ye bibia but because of indiscipline any adufrupe any nipa bonifo ntino ama even community mining no kra no it is difficult for you to distinguish between the community mining and this unu say esai two e galamsey so e koso MPP pa during the 2020 election so yeah we almost all the mining communities in Ghana, especially in the western region and western north, you lose ni nyina mane kabako. Ofatakwa enclave mwana. Almost all the MPs are no more mining communities ni nyina ekaduka. Aka ono budugangwa. Some five members of parliament who were my mates in parliament during the 7th parliament no. Because of this community, I can't say that by stop galamsey no. Including Honorable Barbara Otinjesi mo nyina. Edi adwuma na ma me no onye woni constituency. But because of this galamsey no, abani taking risk. I can say adi o ye betu ase. E ma ban mu mpanyimfo so die kire adwe say ye betu ade na se so ampa. Even at the cost of this our seat in Asefo and even at the cost of power. But Ken, when would you say I want to go and da yi? Who you know no sorry. The mass am no ya no. Who you know no sorry.
So the ba
ya timamfo no. Ase ye ka ho. Ene mpanyimfo bi so e ka ho. Enti wasoma sojafo kra na sojafo e kokuru nim ho no. Ana wasoma police for e kokuru mo no. Na e krom ofo no. Me am a member of the regional security council by my status as current member municipal chief executive. By convention. But what so many cry na police for ko no na obi ti kro ni mo On the Modian is over her car, ever crew was a car near car, a car biase, any normal car, woman car no pa. Then they call the site. So police for Beginano and a more regional minister who is the chairman of the regional security council. Oh, Mutu. And first I knew my way was Asantiano. You'll be surprised. Now the regional minister then you have very two at the way I say. When you move in about my more Asantia or say regional minister. Sometimes there were some of the bad notes among us there. But the way almost call us Ukraino and also who na ending. I had to chat it. Obeti abako no na asem na yeso boko nkrata mu gra no bo se nipa no ni nkrata mo se
obeko ho enipa ni ho obehu cars a ebi kra na ya mark ho this company ni ade na se yentimi enfa sa car no ma emetracy ehu the owner of the car ma yenye what is right na da bia ye kone ye ke kan sa are we really determined
on say those who are doing it are so smart say even if you leave the veil you will see them. All the car neba car na esi ho no ebia onim se onim de odi ko enti no anakenu ni zo ogodi bone a obafa oka edi da krofo eti omuka mu stop obi gi ne car de car na kobo kro no wie ko ja car ni si ho
eti sa galam say an issue na say ekro bi wa haye ekro na aka sani no ekro na mu sa video no se ka kwa me while that the better ya ekro na mu ena ade tie ye funtum asase ni na DC or Hene or no committee for
ABC wa krokere kra.
Ekrona mu
ABC wa krokere.
Eti enda efidie na ye adwuma na adwo ye kan obi agu dem obi ante.
That is where we have to. Enti na make say you know on say gradually. Me I know the president is coming out with certain decisions. Na minim say sa decisions ne ba. Ebi amwa na mbeza begu ase na adwuma ne nkofo yi no mudidi wo ho na yenye ni say. Mo ye kroya na besa aka sasem. Because when the president started, no, who's a bandit say me yenye galamsey obebia. Then the media started with the interviews. Mukona umubedi die, edian fine gosia. Even when it came with like alternative livelihood policies, no, you were still saying it's still ano enye papa. Media for ya na idea chira. Yeah, so anko for no so platform.
So almost obi person.
Now many no obi be kaso kasa na nipa no wa udi say dia wo yenye. Why did you give the platform to somebody who is indisciplined?
And someone walking. Me feel so point. Thank you.
Ken na so obi point I remember obi point. Sasa na bia say o kan so no bi so no to ehwa me stop na bia say nipa no point. Utie na bia because but the fact of the matter is when the president decided to ban it no. Na say ke nyina so na nka obi a obuza say oya adwuma anglogo there be oya adwuma wa ha there be oya adwuma wa Newmont there be then don't go there. But at the end of the day no the whole media in Ghana, almost, let me use the word almost, let me be very descriptive with my word. Almost the whole media in Ghana was against us banning
it. I was always in support of the ban. Thank you. Solo?
Ken. Galamsey when we have a regional chairman of the ruling NPP in Ashanti region, you're radio so now you good or the bag is in chain. And what Ghana for near half man in Muska. You good, no way you good, go, no way you good, no way you good. Answer you, no John, answer you, no yiba, no yiba, no yiba. If you do that, we cannot fight.
Obi you good, I just said,
so the point is that now make the fight against Galamsey. Someone more can there be a Jamare because I have friends who were within the small scale mining. You see, Matra, that there should be a clear distinction between who a small scale miner is. And who Galamsey is. And acquire MPP are buying at the small scale miners are more legal documents. Now, so maybe politically, aligned to this government. I first of all, Ken, anytime I get this topic, I become very emotional. Because more than four, so I'm sure legally, life and no lead, no kucha documents, you be everything right. No, you're not. Now, I buy way by acquire dinner for today. Who know your papa? Sometimes,
but so say, legal documents.
Yes.
Say so, yeah, Juma.
Yes.
Document now, yeah, Juma. Now, for yeah, Juma illegal.
That's what I'm saying. I keep very emotional. When the MPP buy, so yeah, one of our policy, support from the media, from more political divide, from the chieftaincy, from everything. Was a ban on Galamsey. Initially, when President Akufo came, everybody, including myself, we all support him because I am Tokwa. Yankoni na, the best have a kubio. Because the way I say, any yen show, any near my son, we cannot aloof. and allow them. Aban the moratorium to so say when you munyai a mind in ye. Ye pa behwehwem na ye yi bonefo no afiri papa nim mo legal document mo nya adwuma e wo nsia no ye ma buffers bi kika nsem ye beto drones ye be ye say enti mo ntrase ada property ambudu ye ma nkofo we nyina akotena afie ebi akwaje bank bosia ye tonto omo japade tonto omo dan mebi wu ye after the moratorium kwaya ban na de to no ye no. What was the posture of this administration? Mean kai etiefo ya wonim de ya ma mejo mahama se wan owuye painfully. Na ekromofo no were saying say as ya bande wo from doing the mining mpanifo bi se kwaye ni mu a omo asojafo banbo asojafo bo mo ban no omo de esen say because politically they are that connected into omutumitu mining no and the man kromofo no etietua was sentiment baby. I don't know why Yenya Erastus Asari. Oh yeah, documentary be. And we saw military men in military uniform fighting themselves. Omo guide mine, and fighting the other military men. Until you go say, and do maybe the quest as a country to fight. No, Timamufoni who say, and conforming to 3 years abuyachi. And I had the Omaka say yai and the jai. And the one to me be ta womati. Ya ban mu mpanifo aso ya fota wo machi nti wo mu de wo mutu ken entokwa ne be den. If on record we have heard Professor Frimpong Boateng and co saying that party here sika nti ama concession site bi a ye to mine ni bi na ye di sika no eba party wo sentokwa no koye sa de a na timamufu a wote ne ba bie na ono de ofi say onni sa political to me ni bi nti adi sagu na chi no oja anya yi but maka wa fidie so Mami sa repeat me who biu. Say ayentokwa. E wo say yaku na ye wi ni. Anya sa e beta wa twa ye. E nema kwa yanko a ye tema beko. I ask a question. The so-called mystery about the 500 missing excavators. Have we unraveled that? The answer is no. Carefully see ya. Announce expose. To me akisobia. It might be true or might not be true. Against ye new Wusimu and co. As a country, ya ye bibia, and ma ubia or cheche, bekase, ampa, no kura trodo, one no kwase muse, a bino wo pepabi, and as a bino commitment be to fight galamsey. The answer has been palpable no. And you say, oh, yeah, na, je otibe bi onu fi say 2 million on share ni bi fi say, why challenge sir? But I've said, okwa to be kadiba me ye mo shemi. That some fun for but omo na tin so na omo to example na. Omo kwa de ehu ma mi hu a na makoma ebom because honorable ye was right. So what you do na it kills almost all the aquatic life. Na nya no kwa mercury are very heavy metal. I no mo di omo dwuma no. And so no upstream e bia na kro e na etu galamsey no ho. E kro bi ye omo ntu galamsey no. Nje bia nso ni do na ye ka. And no na wo mo sanom. What is the health implication of all the towns and what tab in Sudan? That is why, as a country, that they come soon, ya, me castle with the biana, bibi yami, and say, Ube come no, not 10 pizza, a shetty. I had this year, no Chinese foie. Or Musha, you swear that Mukroma, Usha Mukra, Umunama, I was say, can anybody go to China? Can anybody go to those of the Asian countries? Na woman so bodies. Yakoya sabi perform in some full way. And we are here to relate and say that. When you can come Cassidy, Kennedy, with all due respect, who is one you are because you were one kakao he is my junior at Prempeh College. And see Abon no ho. Me hu ne bia, me hu amanfo I'm so happy. It's my share amanfo, say as Abon no ho. The point is that say ukoko bi so as a security couple. Now the soldier car call. No bit a plan ho or teacher one. The next time you don't go with soldier car, go in with I find say 4 year baby. No be answer, you can't say civil no, it will not be dangerous. That would be the most dangerous thing. When I come back, okay, so security wise, the government promises us say Okoto drones. What are the work of drones? Drones are to penetrate in areas where ordinarily you quite cast a more quiet him. Let's say in so gonna can't even go out. Drone here, first of all, it captures everybody, captures all. It is a question to fight small scale mining. So I buy way war pepana.
illegal mining.
Illegal mining.
Very
Very good. Illegal mining. That's the word. And to say Michel say, I said the way we have learned the truth. But illegal, anything illegal, say where you masha energy, you masha resources to fight her. But deep neck, room. Well, total room in Penifo pa small scale mining now. It boils down to big weights within the administration. A baimu kofo, a baimu nipa, party yesika, party pesika, a baimu fono, and a sa and yambrasemi, a mubi. Think so many are decent men in the administration. Make so many now. A mubi, your names were sometimes metia. No, come I am the one we hear say they are connected with this person. Seriously, it's a fight we have to fight. But you see, a bigger day, I'm at the MPP administration, I can't say what I can do to fight small scale mining. So best a coach now, you call for team Lusuno. See, yes, a coach in Kwafriwa, ne, as a coach can win. Because the goodwill, MPP for Nyaye, for my info, from Paluso Casimir, the person in Parliament House, the book but home, so be undersigned. And I'm sure that even both in government and those in opposition will also subscribe and sign. Because I don't know, be a percent or kono, but you see, besides a BM Nana Masato, I say, we need to think outside the box. Because a bagalam say for a trunia, the palm of site. We have done it over and over and over, and we are not succeeding. So, as a country, what should we do? It boils down back that thinking outside the box. But I think that we have to win the fight against Galamsey. Yentimi momun say omunso, yentimi momun say Akoko, yentimi momun say Ensase, yentimi momun say o mine very few. Na hana okoka, me pese menya odike de ni bi. But mama sunya yi, with all due respect, him for bisu wo hwa. Eniema no koso wo mun say aseso a, me gidi ye say, so omun sore waka. Kasa die we ye ma no nkoso a, ampa betbaja. Enti the chiefs ahimfo no ye himfo ne mu bi. And so what a very, very critical role to play when it comes to it is all your head. No boss.
Also to say him be actually also mobilize youth now.
I don't know what you say. The American say, see me case Makanda. A crow A. What here a crow A, crony the
A crony the A. You could have friend A.
Asamka.
This will be so.
They're better. What he not basic dime for 50 wow, right here. Which was a his Coeno. No, Conwa, mineral water, and you want to say, the kind of Arabian life for nudity. And the cookituano, Sebisha, Mancha,
Crubino,
Coeno, a shamancha baby, and the year 2 Galamsey or Nanaba. Then once of you could know. Mitidia said, once you are Sudi,
God will punish him.
God, exactly. I agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree with you. Almost half a client.
No, as I make a boy. The wood or my ubi or croby so him. Now, what the wabbets what's your Atasmaso, and also a hilltop. And a hot nice. Now, Kruma, ya hope at they said, Kuruha, a Kuna Casano, and change that yet two Gama. There is no expansion. There's no space for expansion. Would we sit there? Now, Coco, now, two where you will land cruiser, no about what else can I say than to say, we go deal with you? The answer.
Good. Galamsey is an air can walk away your introduction. Yes, I can't so. Say a coso answer neka. Yamianim ni Yamianfa minerals na my good no ne, and Yamano did dum and one fan dum ye, say encas as an asia forever. Intine, they are nanki bitu. Na neaya rehosem, yenananumu edi kain. Sebi umunyan sa ani umajunimu. Kwa umufa so mubo Ghana ho ban to ho ma yen na umu yebi enso mu ye na adwene ne nyansan mu making sure say ye no mu a na umu fra ye nchirima no ye mmere na ye abedu ye pen so a ye de ye no such that ye nchirima be free echi aba ne bebre eno na ya rehosem kese o de so bo ne bebo aban ahodo abesi akọ ne titru our recent history from maybe 2009 I hear the Baba say jeans mupa na de be the past 12 years or so there. I'm say it is reaching baby edu no oje ho a wonte ase. Aban bia ba no atu ho na mon ba kumienu na ajegu. Aban su ba e watu ho na mon pa ajegu. In fact, ni edika ya me de bebo ye nyina ye ho sobo ne se sa aban ne de nhyehyeye bi ba so de ba be so galamsey na no a ono ankasa on evaluate sa measure no. Enhwe se measure na successful and na successful. What were the challenges, the weaknesses a woman saying, what next thing should I do in support of the first actions I did? General problem in Ghana, we don't evaluate our actions. Ye bia ni ye. In CHR me say ko si sen ye sen ti enye ne sen. E bia na de call galamsey fight mu over the years ye kwa na ye jam ye kwa na ye jam. Let's learn to evaluate na menua Solomon Ebisa drones then ni ade galam stop ni ade what has been their impact report nature saying omatimi aye den how has it helped us in our fight against corruption sani aye nyina fight against illegal mining sani na ye feel say ba beboa kosi say na aboa say by now you be timid to yanim na say galam stop ne drones ne dia ni nyina achi operation Vanguard den dia nyina achi na say nei you so reported about 800 fines. Yeah. So they say, yeah, you consume contain Guma Nefegu. Mestre, first of all, Nema say baby or maybe yeah. Evaluate maninko siase, intiminas adian. Net also me no, a menu in Sabe. Sakasi ho, that's a driver near Cotinema car into Galamsey is a free beach and fine. Near free be excavator, free be dending. Na kwa brani o dasani anyame abono ankotenemu. And chese kusim so isu anase medi utu ha. Machine no ankasa ntimi ntu. Nti nipa be na ye abasu samre mu. Ye nipa na ye nimpan nti sebe. Wo license ana wo ni license nti no. Nsu a ye nyina ye numu odikwa kosi so awakotu wei. We so just our baby the so general be do it. You say fine, nipa without supervision will behave like an animal. We of course animals. We came from animal. So we animal. Animal.
What's it?
We animal.
By scientific definition,
yes.
We are Homo sapien.
All animals are Zulu animal.
I can't come say animal. We are all belong to one.
No, check it.
You belong to the kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia.
Media kingdom. Media kingdom Humanalia.
Yeah, difference between you belong to kingdom Animalia and your monkey say two things. And yes, I'm monkey. Yes, I'm your patch. I'm going to say a monkey. I don't want anything to do with me.
Me animal. Me human. King, your friend of the pentadactyl plan. You know what the same plan. Yeah, who can Anyway, King plan and oh, enti aya mama sebe so be gina so no be gina so ye minimum level of adebia conscience and as adwene ni nyansa bia esanko bia timi exhibit first operations under President Mills, President Mahama nomni ade what were they looking at sebe so ma outside ameche okura otibu eyimu news mu ne radio so ni ade se o mo se me obi ensinsu ni so move 5 so away from the 200 meters away from the river. Yes say. Ya meche okura no a. Yes so timid too won for sebe. This is what they don't like. Nti say bia obi aba na me dem atwe me ho afiri nso no ni ade. I mean you can be spared if you are acting in wisdom ni ade. Na afi yes sebe no oyin nti no yes bi tu amana fi mu na abeto nso ni. No more washigum sa ni ade. You are devising means of destroying your own environment. Misano ni eko debate bi national debate no mo say it is needless to protect the environment since eventually it will be destroyed by God. Now defend for and against. Now me defense me defend the topic say yes we don't have to protect the environment ni ade since it will be destroyed. We there nyame no born you are so we say no. Nti why are we crying?
Why kasa why sao
debate send you there you choose you nyam me peke you no. Aha topic ne ba you no. National debate finals ne ade. Na ye wie no na the guest by and addressing the matter. It was such a wonderful and so far we should destroy it, we shouldn't destroy it. We know parent no say no. We have to protect our environment. And today governments will suffer from our behavior. But
I think that Nanado must be commended. Say at least even though it costs a lot. Electoral, but Ojinai now still the air cost it wasn't worthy of. They make me use them. Sir, a year and I'm more 3 years. Anke na cool position the whole first one.
In fact, say okoso anoye because you move be supporting. Obia will take advantage of this.
You support to Saudi is so. Because you say say e jai Saudi. Don't wanna for say yes say no na di but ensuo kra you two pipe kakra say dey say you musi ete so na ye be ye na afi dey be kakra na ensuo ni ho kra na ekura wutim waka kru mfimfin ukọ nchen say ukọ nchen say
again meaning baby o me kra pani kra me na mho a na me yem hyehye me now I'm thinking say ochina baby ankura bi mu ofie na okwasi we na okudi agro keke na akosi ko fa baby kro ya me make ya am na obetum no me na mano say ya me yem hyehye me pani na kampesa akura bi ko fa ho na sabe one judge right na hwi no kotomu ane ye ne de. All right. So, nyame anim ni nyame ama ya adwene nyansa yenso yenyusu mfanya adwuma.
All right. So once again, we are 6 minutes, 2 minutes there so final comment.
The dika ya mentanye mama nchia menua baby Abigail edu na aboaten na woda fact dwabe mene na wo Emmanuel congregation dwabe presby mama nyame nchia na onto nkwane mama onye kese
we are presby
basiri pa.
Oh nice.
Me basiri sana me sofo Reverend Abon Manyanko NT the district minister of dwabe presby ono so papa na pe me o se o frame na pe papa me cheo. Oh yes, o frame me so hia me no me na kemo se me na me asori ne futu sanfo.
Wow. Treasure.
And your frame say papa frame say na get say me o hia me pan be so o say
obi wo ku mu a o te so aye ne treasure te say wo no magu yi.
Oh there be say what we say on me sign obeka say me de te say kwa me ne kwadie ne me ne kwa kade. And the piano, me pese pepe, a granty, obia, or pepe one, no quano, or the mere juma ye.
Okay.
It's most papa frame. I'm the man who said, no, yes, it be a
papa say.
I remember old Yammy,
papa say, said the Wadam for Dr. Smart Sapo, not nay the birthday in Richie, and yes, he can't walk on a futono. For 1,000,
as I was saying,
for 1,000.
Okay, Papa, and Abigail Munana Premicham Ken.
Yes, sir.
I may say 2 minutes there, back and say, oh, my, mine. And see, I have way idea, oh, not my boy, but so, sir, patriotic songs. Muso, my Juma, sir, young Kosomo, no one say. Yeah, well, my Ghana pe. Many can come here, no Kateki, no Istanbul, no Kahe. Mr. Yameka, your quadra, Sunikumasi, how I am, you never be a uncle. It's once you are going to take it the Istanbul, looking at the estuary where they can eat with the boom. No, but the annual was on General Korea, what the number was about.
To say the American can Okonausha or Mudina, Esa Emma, a 4 dear be Emma Safo. You know, a mau resolve say, thank you. As a saw here, no man, and you know, or draw. Oh, yeah, let's say what will be the other 2 year one. It's a fight we have to fight, and you have to get involved and be serious. Now, media quite say, yes, sending the we don't know how they would survive. And there's one out there in soon now, he's at you. Make what you do to make a crack. Quabonkusu is to be the Cromona boss. You have caught your consent soon. That's one of the part, Mr. Papa soon. Now, Mequano, Ken, who grab on Kusu soon. Said the head and then we dream. You shouldn't address you.
nti ahama na tie gu so na wo se ahama mo dua wo so no nya no eduro de like ye eduro ni bi no nti kwa do kwa no bo ani se ya na wo sense so na kam ya wo je bi na nyansa do ko mo
eda so
mi so se wo ho
ebe wo ho
na wo ni nyansa do ko mo enema idea na yeyi. We want to take advantage of vital everything.
Na kwa na almost say wa enso bia I want the source.
Very good.
Ya say the source.
Say ya say kuma for ya say source. We have to fight for
1 minute.
Yanko.
The show anima dey say am dey amount 1 minute.
No problem. Ghana, we have problems. Yin na next year one year solve. Your growth ne environment to say ekwan ho se de be adwuma na ye mfa nya adwuma na de ye ho nso amanfo bi de so de but light is so ho we wo ho so na pa na wo kwa adwuma hwe si ukwan ni ade nema boa ye de insecure we can move around the futu amede man say sa free space na ye wo economic space na ye wo no ye mfa nya adwuma wo man yi mu na ye pa adwuma man krofo close for dodo se ko China ko hwe Ghana fo asalai queue enu ni so wo twema obi a manufacture 20 containers of bibi diaba. Yes, nyame more ya bro, we can do some of the things here. And that's imported chocolate products. Aside all nana mama henum honorable Joseph Bahe do mu wokoko board the person mu ye ni nyina echi. Na ko sunlight edge imported chocolate diaba. Sabi let's say so we Ghana abroad. Let's look within. Na ye mo na ye nyina yentimi ye shape your economy very well.
Last comment what can come. You can't ever not can no need to power. So that's all.
So last time
say can you baha can need to power. Ana economic as you can one. That's all you do.
And then I make am say me pa mo find me. So yeah. Oh, so no. Change na the opposite. So change na the press view.
What that?
80 Presbyterian plus Presbyterian. It is here.
Press before go na studio ha no.
Why can come? What do you want to sorry you?
Can David.
Oh, now what sorry you?
66 yenye no sorry. Ana
because Pentecost.
You
want to do Pentecost.
Apart from already press before
to be Presbyterian morning. So look, we make no matter what some.
There is somebody be amana e kana. Say the Pentecost na be revival.
Okay, doc. Wait.
Yeah, Ken. And yeah, second lady. Excellency Mrs. Samira Baumia ne birthday. Enti mefa konya we so na ma woshe the second lady of the Republic of Ghana. Happy birthday.
We associate ourselves with you.
Say ontonu kwam na bibia da na koma so bia so Yakopon onyema no. Na ken masre me papa kaze me kire mo so aban ma ne ani ahemfia ma ne de obi de wo ko pe na onya de ho akwakyiro enim se eye interview a one nananom bi eye no erodiki ne na busua nyina wo mate mo ntena ho me mfa pomponzo mefre wo ne me ka kire no se man ntena ho man mfa pomponzo mefra eba ne sa no a okọ a wonni asem papa bi aka nti me de binti bin kan kase bi asem sika ye no afutuo ne nyine betutu ye ho ana asem so ma wa chin so a ye ma ne de ani a ti e be stresse omonhwe na empanyimfo a omofi no omonhu kwa mba fa so a omodi asane be koso se wo be ma bebrebe a ken ye be ko agyaw ti me de asante asem ani asante ama ne ani aban ama ne de me wo be frem se Kennedy kanka ye nyawa na mabisa ma no mabisa yesi wonsa na ba ko so asa bisa ahwade
basa se wonye wadwen sa no pe oni bi din koma yemfon yemusa yensa bi anka ho
na wawe enti ade a ende obakwa yefie de obakwa na wa gugu abafa
no kankan yempon because u trade kolai bebre create
yeah
bu ben se di isi ye fra wa hemfi a u bisa o hefa
sa twi we de bintimi nya ne radio so
o se uza he
o bisa wa no no bisa onsa
no bisa online
ti be sere se obi enya na jubro enya na jubro
pasolo ya men ka ho nene da Dr. Smasafo wa woda pa we se emfa no ma papa bebre emro
amen
ene obusuane o man Ghana ora bu kankan we show us a video nice
Menim konwa begbero ahra.
I had an opinion this one be here that we shall for Moji Bre TAC. Honorable Kankam, Honorable Solomon Anane, and Dr. Smasap on the buy. Before then, yet Dr. Kofi could do Apreku and Nano pay, or see ye be a pronope obetin and Dr. Patrick Amano and so if he Botre Clinic by my idea, Pumde Hong Kong, Midi King Edward. The slave, the private chief, co-ruler. Nyame Boadas and the Samuel Joachim Bokim is up next. Meda, Mabua for Kenneth, Maggie, Wilder, Enu, Bia, Sisemutie. Kosuti HELLO101.5FM.